I'm a stepper, I'm a slider, I'm all in. For my people, I'm a rider, I'm all in. I'm done appearing your provider until the end. And I put it on my family ties, I'm destined to win. I'm a stepper, I'm a slider, I'm all in. For my people, I'm a rider, I'm all in. I'm done appearing your provider until the end. And I put it on my family ties, I'm destined to win. Generational wealth, it brings freedom or death. But this is holy breath, so I'm freeing myself. I got knowledge of self and a hell of a breath. Keep a positive vibe, strategic when I step. You went against the grain and you slandered my name. Betrayed our sacred trust and brought us both shame. I'm talking pure pain. How could you envy me? I was my brother's keeper. How could you do this me? I heard your solid hits and all that sneak dissing. This is God's plan. You plotted but you missed me. So as I unfold, witness my success. I'm a phoenix in flight, fearless in the face of death. So while I'm still here, I'ma apply this pressure. I know these devils jealous, and my enemies are zealous. I keep my head on the swivel, even though I'm really careless. This scimitar's for the beast, so don't get beheaded. I'm a stepper, I'm a slider, I'm all in. For my people, I'm a rider, I'm all in. I'm done appearing your provider until the end. And I put it on my family ties, I'm destined to win. I'm a stepper, I'm a slider, I'm all in. For my people, I'm a rider, I'm all in. I'm done appearing your provider until the end. And I put it on my family ties, I'm destined to win. Whatever happened to the love we open enemies? My only vision of unity is vivid memories. I used to feel that the struggle was the bond that made us brothers. Why must we fight on each other? In the end, we all suffer. Crabs in the trap falling by climbing, reaching for freedom. But our future seeds are dying young, it's a shortage of leaders. I just buried my comrade, and he used to serve the people. Then I watched the people betray him and justify the evil. Even though the angels are present, demons are in the sky. They contemplate on my demise, and this I can't deny. My ministry of death is immortal of the vine. The infinite will of Allah in the seventh of the time. Last of a dying breed, but I'm willing to sacrifice. Yeah, these are trying times of affliction, many stripes. Every passion of my life is to be a living legend and lead my people to liberation, cause I was destined. Peace and love, family. Peace and love. Islamism without the schism. Want to rise upon the seven and give all praises to the great God Allah, our Father God Allah, and honors to his holy prophet. Honors to our holy prophet, Noble Drew Ali, El Hajj Sharif Abdul Ali, that is. We give honors to our Moorish kin once again, here, there, and everywhere, and therefore honors to all of you who are continuously honoring yourselves by being yourselves. Give honors to our Grand National Seal. We give honors to our Grand National Emblem, National Flag, Divine Constitution and Bylaws, and honors to all of you who are indeed a living manifestation and personification of everything that our holy prophet brought to make us a nation. Want to give honors to our family out there, the pure of heart, the ones that are solid to the core, the ones that say what they mean and mean what they say, because they don't make them like us no more. I just want to say, before I go forth, this is a special measure. This is long overdue. My subject title will be dealing with the enemy within. Scimitar talk. Let God and the ancestors sort them out. I want to give honors, to my Grand National Chairman, Dr. Akin Acton Pert M. Heru Tooth the Common Bay, Grand National Chairman of Moorish American Government, and honors to all of the work that the Grand Man has demonstrated when it comes to uplifting fallen humanity, and trying to teach our people to be themselves. And one of the things that you heard him state, if you've heard him demonstrate his measures, is the hardest thing that he had to accept is that all of his people don't want to be free. You see?
And we have the same vibration when it comes to dealing with many of our people. Many of them love slavery, you see. So this measure that I'm getting ready to demonstrate now ain't for the weak, you see. But it's necessary that we definitely let our people know what we are along the way. It's necessary that we let our people know, you know, where our people are along the way, so to speak. And this is gonna be a grand drawing. But before I go into the deepest aspect of my measure, I want to go into the book of fire. And before I go into the book of fire, I really want to emphasize, to make sure people get this. If you're tired of the conflict and going back and forth over information, for the sake of going forth on information, you can tune in my channel anytime, because that's what I'm about, the unity of my people. I'm not here to tear down. I'm not here to destroy. I'm here to uplift fallen humanity, and that's what I'm always demonstrate. But we have to call a spade a spade. We have to call, ones out, so to speak. And we don't speak indirect, so we're gonna let you know exactly what we're getting into in a second. You know what I mean? You want to make sure you have a grand insight of this. And that way we don't have to address it no more after this particular time. One thing about us, we do what we do freely. We don't get out here trying to scam our people with no information. We don't get out here trying to take advantage of our people with the information. We here literally to teach our people. That's what we buy. Anything else outside of that right there, that ain't what we demonstrate. That ain't how we draw. And we definitely ain't letting nobody dictate the way that we move, because we've been doing this for a long time. And ain't nobody been able to try to make me move under the barrel of a gun. So, I ain't worried about what a person's opinion is. Everybody got one of them. So, just give me 1 second real quick. And at this particular time, if the shoe fit, wear it. If you can't fit it, don't try putting it on, because you might hurt yourself. You might hurt your feet. Because we got a real drawing that we're going to get up within a second here. I'm just trying to pull my little stuff up here to give our people some insight. And if somebody calling me on this line and you see me live, I can't hear you, because in all actuality, I ain't even got my phone on. Because I really want to make sure this is playing right here. And then we can talk, with those who we need to talk to after this demonstration. We don't want no distractions or interruption when we demonstrate this measure here. So just give me 1 second here. We almost there. 1 second. And y'all make sure y'all be ready to like, share, and subscribe and bring the people here, because we're going to always give you quality information. Don't let nobody tell y'all, that the information that we bring to you to uplift you ain't for you. Don't let nobody deceive you into believing, because they have a problem with the information, that this information ain't good for your family. You got to learn how to be your own man and your own woman, so to speak. You see? You got to. If not, you're going to always fall by climbing. I ain't looking for no converts, and I ain't looking for no followers. I'm just here dropping this information to my people and trying to bridge the gaps. And anybody that know me know that's how it always been. Okay? So we finna get into this demonstration in a second here. Make sure you like, share, and you subscribe this and let the people know what's going on. Because we finna deal with some real scimitar talk right now. And if you want to know what we mean when we speak of the enemy within, family, the enemy within starts with the self, for one aspect, right? But on another level, when we deal with the ranks of our people, there's an enemy amongst our people that's seeking to keep our people divided, seeking to keep our people in a state of chaos, in opposition, you know. And so I don't subscribe to that. And anybody that know me know on every platform that I ever been on, I always spoke on unity. You may not agree with what it is that I demonstrate as far as the position I come from, but you a liar if you say that I don't demonstrate unity. You see, I say that boldly, and I ran into a situation early in this afternoon where I was called to the platform of the Lion's Den. And I had told my family that I wasn't going to go back on that particular platform. But being I love my people, I try to teach my people. So, we open up the way for teaching, you know. And so the problem is, what I'm noticing is that we have those out there that are amongst us, that they want to control the narrative of every situation. They want to usurp the consciousness of our people, with debating and arguing and going back and forth, right? When ones know I don't demonstrate like that. So what they'll do, this is how people play now. Even though you tell them you ain't with that, because I was actually, judging some of those dialogues, the going back and forth to try to bring a balance to it. And I've been saying this to the brother JJ for a long time. We separated and cut ties a while back, and the brother called me, kept putting me in the groups. So we started building again, and if you notice, the brother is always falling out with everybody that he deal with. And the reason he fall out with them is because of his will, of trying to establish a conflict and going back and forth between other individuals. Debate. That's what he do. That's his thing. We ain't mad at him about that. My thing with the brother, is that he allows certain things on his platform. He allowed me to build on it a couple of times. We don't take nothing from that aspect right there. We built with the brother and whatever the case, but we were doing what we were doing before we knew anything about the Lions Den. We was invited to other platforms prior to that. We've been on Sarnetta channel prior to that. You see? One thing about it is that every time I came, I always came with respect. My problem is that you have people when you present, because if you send me a link to be there as a guest, then the guest is always supposed to be honorable, if you allow somebody to come forth. And so if one is trying to get their point across and trying to teach our people, and that's the intent, and you allow somebody to come in there and try to cut somebody's wisdom, and then you wait until I respond to that individual and then try to act like you're trying to get some order, and you've been doing this from time. That's why we feel like before. So we're addressing you in the public. The only reason I'm addressing this right now, dealing with this particular brother, is because I text him and he went live disrespectfully after he acted like he didn't know what was going on. So we're going to put it out here like this right here. We don't deal with no hatred and no opposition like that right there. But you won't see Kemetian on no Lions Den demonstration. Not after this particular event here that took place. You know what I mean? I ain't finna let you I don't care who it is. When I ain't demonstrated but nothing but good to you. I represent the Moorish American government. I represent uniting my people. I don't represent N.B.C foolery, mad human drama going back and forth. So I'm dealing with him just like I would deal with one that is even out of line when it comes to dealing with being a Moor. He ain't no different. He ain't above me demonstrating like this. I'm going to show you why in a second so you can see what I'm talking about. In fact, we're going to let it be known for what it is, what exactly happened. And notice what you see right here. Like I say, and it's floating right here across the bottom of the scene of this particular video. N.B.C cancel culture and the act of reactionary suicide daily committed within the conscious community. These people out here with these bogus platforms killing our people, with this division and separation. I'm one of them ones that stand on what I stand on 10 toes down. I don't never get in my feeling, never get emotional. I don't never demonstrate that. I love my people though. I lay my life down for my people for real. While a lot of these other cats talking. They trying to get a dollar off the people. You see what I'm saying? So we don't look at our people like this, and nor do we promote that. And everything I say, I stand on it, stand behind it 100%. I'm a swift angel. And you rather be one too, rather than see one. You see? So when it comes to dealing with this, you ain't gonna never hear me getting up here cussing people out. You ain't gonna never hear me getting up here calling people out their name. Especially when I know that we dealing with somebody honorable. So a lot of these individuals out here are agents of chaos, family. A lot of these cats out here agent provocateurs. Yeah, I said it. And like I say, if the shoe fit, then wear it. If the shoe fit, wear it, family. Because we got to stop, this is special measure. It ain't got nothing to do with information being presented. It's got to do with the way that ones demonstrate. So let me show you what go on. Let me show you something real quick right here. This is what I'm talking about, fam. I'm gonna speak my piece. And I'm willing to risk, this individual striking this video if it come down to it. For me playing it. If he want to get like that right there, because that ain't gonna show nothing more than the dirt diving that he demonstrate. But if he a real man, he gonna accept this for what it is, and I don't care what his reply is. You see, we're gonna expose all of these individuals out here. It's up there. Watch this. Show you how people like to play games and why I tell you, family, these people, are flawless. I want to give honors too to that goddess, Sister Karima. I ain't got no problem with that sister because she an honorable sister and she most definitely maintain the balance and decorum. Nothing but love for that sister. Unfortunately, she dealing with individuals. She ain't gonna say it. She gonna be loyal because that's what she do. But I'ma say it. She dealing with an individual that don't even know, what type of sister that he got in that sister that's on the platform. I'm talking about JJ. Because even though she gonna try to be peaceful, JJ got a lot of chaos in him. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you, this guy here, Khonshu, of course, he disagrees with what it is I demonstrate. So he challenges me to a debate. And I know how individuals rock. So individuals basically, this is what they want from the beginning anyway, because they're trying to build up a debate league. So I know what time it is. I know how it is, what one demonstrating behind the scene. This is all orchestrated. Okay, you see this right here now. Now, I'm invited on this show to present information. And all the time, y'all done seen it. Y'all done seen plenty of video where people call me out or whatever on the information. And, I have no problem going back in the intellectual dialogue. I don't even call them debates. However, when you have the chaotic measures on the manifest, through people that don't have no decorum, and you'll see how it go. In most cases, y'all already know I'm gonna be trying to give a measure, and you're gonna see people cutting in, as you see all the time. They chop it into the measure, and then they'll claim that I've been demonstrating a whole hour, 30 minutes. And just because JJ lied and biked that up, that's why I'm calling him out right now and exposing him. You feel me? Because the only thing he care about is trying to cause people to get into debate. You feel me? So you see, you can already see this is a game to these people, right? Now, this same guy ran from me previously when we were supposed to have a conversation. You know what I mean? He ran from me when we were supposed to have a conversation. But that's the thing. These people are detractors. Now, the bill that we had going on here was a great bill. I want to give honors to the brother Elder Yara, because we were showing the unity between the people of Kemet and the Hebrews. And there you go. You have some individuals come in. This is becoming a recurring thing now. Every time we have a conversation of unity, and it started with this guy they call Mugabe or Mudawa. He came in first, and this other cat came in to basically misdirect the bill because, I know, man, a lot of this is definitely agent provocateur, activity. I don't care what they say. They can say what they want to say. This agent provocateur activity. Because every time we seem to try to bridge a gap and bring unity between our people, it's always somebody that come through to try to destroy what we are building upon. You see, and that's what's going on right here. Because this conversation had nothing to do with what this guy trying to do right now. But listen to this stuff. Now y'all see how quick he just said that he didn't supposed to have no discussion on that level, but then now, oh yeah, I remember you. You see what I'm saying? See, this how they play, right? And the only reason he agreeing is because everybody on the panel that know about it, know what it was. You see? You see what I'm saying? So you see what I'm saying? This is all a game to these people. That's why I say I ain't never got to worry about me dealing with none of them no more. You feel me? I don't get upset by information, but what moved me is when y'all try to disrespect my people. When y'all are in opposition to my people, man, playing with them. You feel me? They think it's a game. And the only reason, that's what I was saying, if you look in this drawing right here, you see people in there that's getting on the information. First, me and the brother was building pretty good until people started saying they like the understanding that's being brought to them by what I was doing. I wasn't even seeing what was going on in the chat, until I seen this stuff going left, so to speak. And so that's what made him want to try to challenge, just for the reason, he's a Christian comedian, ignorant stuff like that. You feel me? People, this stuff right here, man, is old. You can count me out. I ain't taking part in none of that right there. None of that beef and going back and forth, over nothing. And our people still out here suffering. Our people dying, being shot down, being killed. And these Negroes want to continue to go back and forth, or the Prophet Noble Drew Ali call them dirty Moors. You feel me? Okay, hold up, fam. Give me 1 second right here. I see y'all said that y'all can't hear the audio. So I'm gonna do this right here. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me know that y'all can hear this audio when I turn it on. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna reshare it. Let's do it. I'm gonna share the screen. I'm gonna put it in here. Let's see. We're gonna share the system audio. Okay. I'm gonna share the whole thing. Islam, brother Bati Bey, can you hear me now? Islam Ty Moorish Ken out there. Honors to you, Gary Miles Bay, brother Yakub, Noble Brian Born Dog. Can any of y'all hear me speaking? If so, type it in the box. Okay. Can you hear me now, brother Bati Bey? Can you hear me, Gary Miles Bay? Okay, you can't hear the video. Okay, so now I'm finna play the video and let me know if you can hear it.
Coming from, and I know you don't, because we've never had a sit-down conversation about this.
We saying produce evidence.
For the most part, most Hebrews probably believe the same as you do.
Okay. So you can hear the video now? When I played it just then, let me know and I'll move forward. Okay, so y'all can hear the video now. Okay, let me get another yes from our more. Okay, there we go, Islam. So I'm gonna let y'all hear how this demonstration goes again.
He coming from a garbage
We
can.
saying produce evidence.
Hey, JJ.
One at a time, please.
JJ, real quick. JJ, let me say this. I'm glad that Mudawar came in. I have an idea. A quick idea. How about we let Mudawar and Yara debate?
Hey, Sosa, hit me up, bro.
How about we let Mudawar and Elder Yara debate that? They continue, because this is getting really juicy. I have a contention for commission for debate. How can you call yourself a commission yet agree with the biblical narrative? What are you, a biblical Egyptian? A biblical commission?
You see this ignorance, family? You see this ignorance, right? Watch this. You know what?
That's my call out.
You know why I ain't gonna. You know why I ain't gonna honor no.
It's getting hot in here.
You know I won't honor a debate with you because you ran from me already, bro. And JJ bear witness to this.
Ran from you from what?
JJ
sir?
didn't cunt you run from me.
Run from what?
In a debate we had.
When did I never say I wouldn't debate commission?
Did he run? Tell him, JJ.
One of them debates you signed up for.
He didn't show up, bro.
No, I
Kareem knows.
Okay, what was the topic? What was the topic? We can do that one first. What was the topic? I don't even remember. I've been working like crazy. What was the topic?
You were trying to challenge me on the metal netta.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, you said the metanella wasn't deciphered, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And we can do that first, and then I'm gonna challenge you on being a Christian Egyptian.
Well, that's a good one.
That's really what you is. You're a Christian. Want to be Egyptian more.
Egyptian in my cycle, in my circle, we honor all.
I will set up the hieroglyphic debate first, JJ.
We honor all books of truth. But what it is, you seen the people getting on your head and they seen that you didn't have everything you said. Now you want to challenge.
That's not
What
true,
I-
brother.
what
I've
we
been
gonna
here,
do-
told JJ that. I've been here.
what we
Plus,
gonna do-
we never even set up a date. What a date with a fly on it? What did I run? Show a date where we set up a flyer on the
where's the
debate.
date that you ran? It was
Where's
a,
the
it was a
flyer?
flyer that was actually made.
Where is that? Show it.
I wasn't the one that made the flyer.
I ain't make it. I ain't see it.
But you know, now you're trying to lie and act like it was Karima.
But how can you teach from the Kemetic text? How can you teach from the Kemetic text and say it hasn't been translated?
Because I'm
your name is Kemetian, yet you believe it in the Bible. You might be the pseudo king.
Watch this. Watch this.
The Kemetic. He's Kemetic. Christian and Kemetic. The Kemetic.
They are Karima. If they talk while I'm presenting this right here, mute their mic. If they ain't got no,
I ain't gonna say nothing, but I accept the debate.
I'm gonna show you right now.
Both debates.
It's gonna be about 12 minutes. It's gonna be about 12
He
minutes.
about to go in. He about to do pseudo judo.
I don't want to have to set you.
So if you notice that this is what I'm talking about, you know, you have individuals. And we was having a good build prior to this, you know, with the brother Elder Yarab. Want to give honors to the brother, you know, and the sister. She's always keeping, you know, the balance, so to speak. You know, as you can see her putting them in check right there. You know, so we got nothing but honor for Sister Karima because she honest. She the same way all the time. She don't never switch. You know, that's what we honor that sister for. You feel me? So if you can see these cats, they want to play, basically. It's basically making a nuisance because we were actually dealing with a grand important subject to bring about unity between the people of Kemet and the Hebrew family. That's what we were dealing with, but then they want to come in with these shenanigans to misdirect the course. You know, I don't have no problem with one's opinion and all that. My thing is, if you see us building on unity, don't come and misdirect the course to try to tear down what the people are building. That's what I'm talking about.
Time out. You're big kids. I mean, big.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm finna show you. I always got it on my lap. So she told them that she was gonna mute them if they try to talk. You know what I mean? And she was gonna put them in the back chat, basically. You know, but that's how they demonstrate.
I'm ready. Then today, make the flyer.
Let me open it up right now, and I'm finna give you a taste of what I already got for you.
Damn. All right, so set it up, JJ.
Where this come from, too, by the way. So let me share the screen right here real quick. This easy work.
Matter of fact, we can make it a 2-in-1. Men's Commission's debate and Mudawa and Gerard's debate in the same.
Man, Mudawa already ran from it.
We don't want to hear nothing about your right now. Okay, the screen sharing right here, family. Let me go ahead and kill that garbage that these people talking about. Let me ask you a question, Khonshu, since you know so much and you can read. Can you read that, Khonshu?
No, I cannot read that.
Well, you don't know nothing about
I can't read hieratic. Most
you don't know nothing about. Can you tell me? Okay, I ain't gonna even do.
Can't read hieratic.
Hold up. Can you identify?
I cannot read that.
So you don't know metal netta based. So basically, he in his feelings because I'm trying to show him something. Right? We're gonna move forward.
That's not that, bro. Hold on. Now you play a different game. Meta come in 3 different scripts. Cool. Meta come in 3 different scripts. Pull up the glimpse and I'll read that.
Demonstrate for you.
Now
Let
stop
me
playing.
give you some bike history. Just be quiet for a minute. First and foremost, bro, the original text.
I answered the question. You said no.
You see, this cat keep cutting in, right? I'm showing you something. He done cut in 3-4 times already, right? Ain't nobody said nothing. Karima gonna check him a few times, but you don't hear JJ saying nothing. Watch this. You to be quiet, bro.
Go ahead.
The original text that you calling metal netta, brother, I got hundreds and hundreds of this paper over here. It was changed into those pictures you talking about. So if you know those pictures, you should know this.
No, that's not true.
You see it again.
Right.
Okay, so he done cut in again, right? Now watch this. Yes, it is.
Please, my mouth is watering for this debate. Please set this up, JJ.
Bro.
Let him complete. Let him finish.
You hear the sister tell him, let him finish, right? You see?
Go ahead.
Those are transcriptions, bro.
Right.
This is the hieratic alphabet. Kemetian put it in the proper order. Let me show you something here. See this right here? This is not the proper order for these alphabets. This is the abjad. I did this. I put
the abjad is Arabic. What
listen,
are you talking
bro.
about?
You
see,
see,
abjad is an Arabic word.
You see that again, right? He cut in again, right? That shows you the proof.
Come on, Kansu. You gotta be
Kansu, you
quiet.
can say all that when he done. You don't have to interrupt him. You don't have to disagree right off top. You can tell him when it's your turn on how you disagree with his information, but let him.
Before I even go there, by the time I finish going through these particular segments and it's over and done, they're going to tell you I was talking for an hour. How when you cut me off on everything I'm saying, right? That's why I say I ain't got time to play with these people. You know, if it ain't about uplifting the people, don't call me talking about you want me to come over there, sit on. I don't want to judge no debate. I ain't going to participate in no debate. None of that. I was going to have a conversation and a dialogue with the brother, you know, but when he started disrespecting like this here, and then they going into that, and then, you know, you got people that's basically like they're trying to play the puppet master and play. I don't play them type of game, family. We're going to call you out and expose you. Don't care if you like it or like me or none of that. You can do all the video you want to with me, but I'm letting you know right here, because that's what we do as Muslim. I'm letting you know where you stand and where I stand. I don't see you as no enemy, don't see you as no opposition, but we definitely ain't got no business, you know, to deal with each other on any other type of tie. You know, if it ain't got nothing to do with uplifting my people, you can keep it. That's what I'm saying. Since we want to go public and talk, you know, greasy, so to speak. You see, we ain't arguing, we ain't mad at you, but we letting the people know what time it is.
Presented. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Kareem. Abjad is very important, family. This shows the order of all Afro-Asiatic languages, bro. It's not Arabic. Arabic is a derivative from these languages. So what I'm trying to show you is right here. And I'm going to show you what happened. This is what those people you keep talking about. This is the order that they did. This comes from Champollion right here. This is his alphabet. I'm finna show it to you in a minute. Champollion took these pictures right here, right? And he compared these pictures to hieratic letters, right? This is what he did. He compared them to Demotic letters. He compared them to Coptic letters, and he came up with his own alphabet. If I wanted to, for example, if I wanted to take ABCs and take particular signs out of what you call hieroglyphics, I can create my own alphabet in a matter of 30 minutes. And if I say, well, this sign mean A, this mean B, this means C, this mean D, and this is the alphabet, then now I've created an alphabetical system on my own whim, and I can say, well, the sign come from the ancient Egyptians, but that don't make that alphabet that I created ancient, do it? No. Now watch this. This is Champollion's alphabet right here. This is when he created it. So you got to prove, in order for you to say that Medu Neter has been deciphered, you got to prove an alphabet chart that is older than this one that Champollion created. Can you produce an alphabet chart older than this one right here? Because it's Champollion's chart. Can you produce one from the ancient Egyptians just like this? Show it to me right now. Show it. Because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble in this debate. This Champollion chart, that's all you got to stand up.
Hey, the former champion coming
out. Right there, you don't have none. So now let me show you. So like I said about the Israelites earlier, when they created their chart, they got their Aleph, Beth, they still got the Abjad there. But if you compare these symbols to some of the symbols in the hieroglyphic, you will see that they are there, but they mean two different things.
That's right.
So this would be actually older than Champollion's chart.
That's right.
This is one of the oldest pictorials that can be found outside of that. But you ain't gonna find no native Egyptian teaching this garbage.
Right.
Yeah, them symbols come from the ancestor, but Champollion was trying to figure out which bird I want to use. See, y'all ain't seen this one right here. Which one? Do I want to use the arm, the eye, the bird, or the feather? You know, which this supposed to be the letter wide I. Why he got it up here? See, this is rough draft right here. Look at the B. Well, I thought this was supposed to be the letter B. Oh, no, they got all this up in here too. See, that's how you confuse the hell out of people.
Hey, but Commission.
Think of something that it ain't
wait, quick question.
I'm landing my plane. I'm landing the plane. I want him to produce that alphabet chart. That's what I want him to do. Since he knows so much, an alphabet chart that exists before that. I'm going to show you what Champollion did in my closing. This is Coptic right here, family. They call it Greek, some of them. Champollion had Coptic priests, and I got the names of them. I'm going to bring it up in the debate, and I want them to come up here. Coptic priests, the ones that demonstrated this particular alphabet to him. But that ain't got nothing to do with hieratic or Demotic, which is the Egyptian language. Metaphysics, symbolic, allegorical, esoteric is what them pictorial scripts represent. And I can prove prior to the 19th century, every scholar taught that. That only came into existence talking about them right there was supposed to be alphabets later on down the line. So I want you to jump in the ring, but you better have that alphabet chart. I'll give you 3 years to look for it. And I bet you don't find an alphabet chart before this one created by the ancient Egyptians.
So
your argument is
quick question though, and I'm not saying you're wrong.
Back from the beginning.
Put that paleo back up for me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, quick question. I'm not saying you're wrong though. I'm not
people gonna jump in.
No, just let me do this real quick.
I just got a quick question about what he just pulled up.
No, hold on. Let Consul respond. Like,
I just want to respond to this right here. Kemetian showed it, then they can go. I just want to show the letters are paleo, but this here is Aramaic. I left.
Now I want y'all to mind and see that this is a conversation where it's a going back and forth, right? They say that I demonstrated a whole hour, but you're gonna see we went back and forth on this drawing through the whole measure. In another drawing, I always tell them, we teach, like the chairman said, debate ain't nothing but an argument between two fools. I try to tell them to use the term dialogue, but in most cases, I say, well, if we can't come to no conclusion after the conversation, what's the use of the conversation? And a lot of time when these measures come toward me, there's never been a time where I go and I just because I disagree with somebody, I call them out. Anytime I done had these discussions on social media, it's always because you got somebody that want to challenge me. And all I be doing is trying to unite the people and bring the information. And when they challenge me, on that information, then I best just put the truth out there. You know what I mean? On the spot, where we at right and then. For some reason, they feel in their mind, okay, if we can try to overthrow what Kemetian talking about, he demonstrate more, so we can overthrow the whole paradigm, the whole Moorish paradigm. So in most cases, when I'm out here, I'm defending my Moorish American government, I'm defending my Moorish kin, and I'm defending our people as a whole, no matter what school of thought they demonstrating from. So I shouldn't have to go back and forth, with individuals on this information, especially the same subject matter over and over again. Most of y'all that's right here viewing this video right now done seen people challenge over this same subject matter for the sake of it. And I'm at this point right here, I ain't got no time for it. I ain't got no time to be going back and forth with no Negroes, over no information when I know that it ain't going to change the way they think, or it ain't going to influence nothing there. I'm here to deal with my people that want to learn. So if you want to learn and you on my channel, it's all love. You ain't going to never see me up here, in the state where I'm going to be arguing and fussing and fighting. And, that ain't how I demonstrate. You see, but you'll see how this thing goes. I'm showing you how disingenuous these people are. I'm telling you, these people are agent provocateurs, family. They're agent provocateurs. They're trying to keep our people divided. They don't want to see them unite. And to me, they the enemy. I say that strong. I don't care about nobody else feeling how they feel. These people that's constantly out here trying to keep our people going back and forth for the sake of going back and forth, they the enemy. Kemetian said that.
Gimel.
That's right.
No. It's Alapa, Bayaf.
That's right.
Gamal, Dalaf.
That's right.
Har.
Teach about
Wa.
That's right.
Zion. Ka. Ta. Ya. Ka. Lamad. Ma. Not Mim. Ma. Na. Sa. Pa. Ayan. Not I-N. I-A-N. It's Ayan. The I. Pa. Not pay. Tazar, not Tazar.
Tazar.
Qua, Ra, Sha, Tha, not Ta. There's no V. That's a Tha.
That's correct.
That's right, brother Apostle.
Teach Apostle.
Okay, can I respond?
Yeah,
go ahead.
respond. Where that
All
chart at? That exists
Apostle.
before Champollion. Show it to us.
Lord, brother, can I respond? Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead,
I was
brother.
very patient and quiet. Apostle, thank you for reading out those letters to us. Thank you very much for that. So the topic is, has the metadata been deciphered? He's saying no, yet his name is Kemetian.
That's not the topic now.
What's the topic then? Oh,
The
God.
topic is, has the metadata been deciphered, and can you produce an alphabet chart before Champollion to prove that?
Okay, so let me address the first part first. Okay, hold on.
Now, that's the whole part.
No, it's not. It's two parts in that title.
No, it's
Hello. That's
Go
two.
ahead.
That's
Go
two
ahead.
parts in that title, brother. Lord have mercy. So let me address the first part.
Man.
Let me address the first part, please. I didn't interrupt you guys. I know y'all emotional right now. So let me respond.
Go ahead,
You can't have a name Kemetian without transliterating and then translating the metadata. So your statement in and of itself is hypocritical and totally fallacious and ridiculous. It's ridiculous to have a name Kemetian and say it ain't been translated, number one. Number two, he said his whole basis is that the glyphs are to be translated metaphysically. That's what he's saying, because he's a pseudo king. I began to notice. No disrespect. Saying pseudo is no disrespect, nothing personal. But you pseudo as heck. And he's saying that the hieroglyphics have metadata. I mean, that the metadata have metaphysical meanings, and that the translation part and all that is wrong, right? But my question and then you asked me a question: Can I produce an alphabet chart prior to Champollion's alphabet chart? Right? Yes, I can do that, and I'm gonna produce that in Arabic from an Arabian. Now, number three, my question to Kemetian is, since he's saying that the hieroglyphics are only metaphysical, my question is, do the glyphs? First he started off asking me, can I read hieratic? Any minor basic student of metadata or language knows that hieratic is the hardest to learn. Most of the books you read now, they are going back and forth about dialect and grammar, syntax, word placement and stuff. And the hieratic is the hardest form to read. The individual glyphs, the Medutu form, is the easiest to read. So by him trying to ask me that, he was trying to make me look stupid, asking me, can I read something that the average scholar, Egyptologist, linguistic scholar can't even read, and they'll admit it in their books. So my question to you is, brother, if you saying the glyphs are only metaphysical.
So now you heard him say I was trying to make him look stupid just because I showed him something that he couldn't read. Anybody that know, if you done participated in my classes, you know that the Europeans superimpose the pictures over the hieratic. So how you gonna be talking about metadata and you don't even know that they superimpose pictorial symbols over the hieratic? You see what I'm saying? But you just want to challenge just for the sake of talking. When I get out here and try to go back and forth, I'm going back and forth to edify the people so that the people can get some understanding. Not to be an ignoramus. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody got time for that there, man. That's time for that is up, man. I'm spending the rest of my time from this point on, man, writing books and teaching my people. You know, and anytime I see a wolf out there in sheep clothing trying to misdirect them, I'm going to call them out. I'm going to point them out. You see, I'm going to call a spade a spade. That's what Kemetian going to do. But what you ain't going to do is silence me. That ain't going to never happen.
Do they apply the rebus principle? And for those that don't know what rebus principle, let me ask it another way. Do the hieroglyphics have phonetic value? That's my question to Kemetian.
Okay, you asked me a question. Now watch this. No, sir. The hieroglyphics don't have phonetic value, and the reason why Kemetian
Great.
can spell
Okay,
it,
hold on. And I'm gonna bust that up.
You see it? You see it? See what I'm talking about? What? Hold up.
Okay, go ahead.
And the
Expound.
reason
Go ahead.
why Kemetian don't spell his name with hieroglyphics, good brother, is because the alphabets are hieratic, and I just showed them to you. So the true language is hieratic, brother. It was transcribed into hieroglyphs, and I'm finna show you that. I'm gonna let you go, and I'm finna blow all it. And I can read.
I've seen that. You don't have to show that now. Say that for the debate. You ain't got to show that now.
Can't read it, but I can read the hieratic. I'm gonna translate some for you.
You can read hieratic. Okay,
I'm gonna transliterate some for you that scholars can't do.
Okay, let me get into one next point. One next point.
Go ahead.
Because what you said was critical. And Jeremiah Judah, do not let this video erase. I'm about to screenshot this. He said that glyphs have no phonetic value. I'm going to prove in my debate with Kemetian. I'm going to bury him with this. No pun intended. I'm going to bury him with this right here. Rebus principle and phonetic value is going to crush everything he's saying and prove that it's pseudo. And lastly, he mentioned abjad. Abjad is Arabic. He says hieratic is Afro-Asiatic. I'm going to prove that the Egyptian language has been misclassified Afro-Asiatic. It's not Afro-Asiatic. So all of this stuff I'm gonna present, but I'm gonna let you go and go ahead and shine.
Now notice now he said he gonna let me speak. Watch this.
But be prepared for the debate.
Now notice they say I've been speaking for an hour now, but we've been going back and forth. Watch this.
I'm ready next week.
All right, hold up, don't go nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere.
What's today? Today is
Sunday.
Next Sunday, Kemetian about what? Same time, Kemetian about this time, 3 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Eastern. Kemetian, brother Kemetian.
Yeah, most definitely,
definitely. What's the title?
The title is, because I don't believe the Medu Neter has been deciphered, nor will I teach that.
Right.
Not by no alphabets. I have my own means of dealing with metaphysics. I'm asking him because he got to produce an alphabet chart. Now he's saying that what I'm saying is abjad in Arabic, but yet he's saying his chart that he gonna use come from Arabic. And I know he's talking about Ibn Washi's document, which ain't got nothing to do with the same thing that they're using right now. That's still not producing a chart from the ancient Egyptians. You feel me? So if you come up in here with that foolery, if you want to, thinking it's a game, brother, you're going to have a problem. I want to see you produce an alphabet chart, just like Champollion created from the ancient Egyptians, because I'm going to produce mine. And I'm telling you right now, I just showed it to you. It's hieratic. The abjad order shows you the connection between the languages. And that's the whole thing. So that's what it is. Has the Medu Neter been deciphered according to the alphabet chart of the ancient Egyptians? That put it all together.
And you done changed the topic 3 times. You sure that's what you wanted to be?
Now he trying to make the people think that the title was changed on the discussion that we were supposed to have. You see, and so like I say, at this point right here, I don't have nothing to prove. We've been teaching this stuff out here, and ain't now one of them out here that can deal with this information. From everybody y'all done seen try. So it's senseless to go back and forth over this. It's redundant. And I don't like being redundant. I Moorish Ken know when we demonstrate, we like to demonstrate different topics. But if you notice, these same people been challenging information on 2 topics. Either they want to divert the conversation by talking about who the Moors is. You can look at countless videos of me going back and forth in the timeline with people in the Facebook, going back and forth with people in these videos. Just because they don't like a Moor. They can't stand the word Moor. You give them the truth, they still don't want it. I'm cool with that. I don't need nobody except, being Moorish American or being a Moor. I ain't upset about that. I'm saying if that's the way you think, keep that over there. Because I ain't trying to force what I stand on you. You believing and standing on what I stand on ain't gonna make me nothing. You see what I'm saying? So it's time to stop the foolery and the coonery and the buffoonery. You see? And oftentimes when it's even said, it's a whole drawing out there on a wise man. You know, a wise man should never argue with a fool or even go back and forth with them, because the people that really want the truth can't tell the difference between the one that's actually demonstrating the wisdom and the one that's acting a fool. And so I ain't gonna never put myself in no situation out here where we just going back and forth for the sake of going back and forth. Definitely ain't finna go to cussing, ain't finna hoop and holler, none of that. But I'm gonna keep teaching my people though. But you'll never make a nuisance on my post. One of the things our chairman always stresses, you the teacher. Ain't nobody gonna take over your class. You see what I'm saying? I'm making it plain.
You changed it 3 times. What is the topic, brother?
You tried to act like something was wrong with the first one, so I brought
No, I
you
didn't. No, I didn't.
Has the metal letter been deciphered according to the chart, an alphabet chart?
According to what?
Ancient Egypt. You see, he's so busy running his beak that everything going over his head. And the reason why he's trying to defend his position is because he tries to make money and fleece our people off of telling them he can teach them hieroglyphics. That's the only reason why I get pushback on this. Because if they accept what I'm saying as truth, then they can't make no more money lying to our people. Talking about Ptolemaic hieroglyphs represent what our ancestors taught. That's the real deal behind what's going on. You see, he can't produce the chart, beloved brother Noble Brian. He can't produce it. That's the problem. You know, watch this. Oh, it get crazy now. You're gonna see it. What? Look at this foolery. I'm done with this madness, man. Ain't nobody trying to save no fool. There you go. They don't want to what say.
That don't. Let me tell you why that don't make sense.
You know you can't.
Hold on. Stop.
You know you can't.
Let me tell you why that doesn't.
About the title. They see you though. The people see you.
Let me tell you why that doesn't. You're saying the ancient Egyptians can't prove that hieroglyphics has been deciphered. It's got to be somebody modern to prove that hieroglyphics.
Do you hear this? The ancient Egyptians can't prove the hieroglyphics. It's got to be somebody modern. So you talking about the people that wrote the language? They don't know what the people that are in this era and time is teaching, but yet you saying that the people's language that was ancient was deciphered. Make it make sense now. You gonna sit up here and say the native Egyptians don't know their own language, but a Ptolemy can come through and he know what's going on when his alphabet didn't even come from the ancient Egyptians? Stop the madness, man. People that wrote it didn't comprehend.
Man, you playing pseudo motherfucking judo. You the pseudo king. You the pseudo king, boy.
Next week.
Now the insult is coming in here now, right? But you notice he trying to talk over me, right? Ain't nobody telling him to stop, though. You see that, right?
Makes sense. This is gonna be fun.
Kemetian Adept versus the real.
Listen to JJ. He can't even talk. He done hollered and screamed so much he voiceless. His voice ain't even right. And he's still over there trying to instigate, you know, the conversation, so to speak. Watch this. You mean to tell me that the people that wrote it didn't comprehend it, but yet you claiming you did?
I didn't say that.
That's
you saying have the hieroglyphics been deciphered according to the hold on. You saying have it been deciphered according to the ancient Egyptians? Like I can ask the fucking ancient.
You running now, y'all.
When you talk about no, the original topic was have the metal net have been deciphered. Now you throwing all extra kind of pseudo judo shit. So I'm gonna prove that it doesn't.
Now he done got potty mouth over there. He want to come with the ab humming and the cursing and all that right there. You know, calling people niggas and, you know, all this other stuff right here. Ain't nobody got time to, man, you ain't even worthy of me demonstrating in your presence like that. And I don't say that because I'm high and mighty. I say that because I'm one with God. God don't demonstrate with no knuckleheads. You feel me?
Does have been deciphered, that it does have phonetic value, that it does apply Reba's principle, it's older than the cuneiform. I'm gonna go all the way in. Set the date and time.
Hey, Khonshu, you know you done messed up, don't you?
Set the date and time.
You know you done messed up, don't you? I'm just asking you the question. You know you done messed up, right?
Boy, you don't even read the glyphs. Set the date and time.
The Kemetian, Christian Kemetian.
He the Christian Egyptian.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I you know, my voice, I can't yell loud. Okay, next week is going down in the den. First round action, Kemetian Adept Hairfat, former champion of the Lions Den, will be going against one of the veterans in the Lions Den, the real Nuwabian Kansu, Arahabat. That's right. It's going down in the den. Did the meta-neffer? I said, did the meta-netta get deciphered? I need somebody else with another voice. Hey, I need somebody else with another voice to promote this because my voice going out.
Yeah.
Hey, according to the chart of the ancient Egyptians,
chart of the ancient Egyptians does not prove whether it's been deciphered or not.
Yes,
That's
do.
stupid.
Yes,
doesn't make sense.
Yes,
what you're saying doesn't make sense.
Yes,
your mind is not functioning properly,
yes,
brother.
it do.
In order to say something has been deciphered, you would have to say who deciphered it. Now you asking me, did the ancient Egyptians decipher their own shit into what language?
Yes, it do, bro.
Don't make sense, homie.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The topic is, has the shit been deciphered, yay or nay?
We asking, has it been deciphered? This is a common wannabe. We ain't gonna even call him a street dude because I know he ain't cut from that cloth. You know, this is a common clown, you know, from the corner that want to be accepted as something that they ain't so bad. You know, so they trying to basically spark up some conflict in order for them to get their fame up. One thing about Kemetian, everybody I ever addressed, you know, Brother Shaheed, everybody I ever addressed, they all came forth trying to attack me. And in most cases, I was demonstrating a measure to bring some unity on the manifest. So that's what get me. I don't care about you disagreeing with the information. I've been through this, man, 20, 30 years ago, family. I don't care nothing about you disagreeing with me ain't gonna stop me from demonstrating. And that's another reason why they don't like what because they know I'm gonna stand on what I stand on if the whole world against me. That's one thing they know about Kemetian. If they don't know nothing else, they know I ain't budging. I'm Morris to the core. And they know that they can't do nothing to overthrow it because I can back it up. You know, so basically, that's why they feel like when we dealing with bills like this, they got to come in there and throw a monkey wrench in it. Because that's what monkeys do. But according to their alphabetic chart, family, you got to have their alphabet to say it was deciphered.
Dude.
You can't just create an alphabetical chart and say it's been deciphered, grand man. I know you're trying to get around this, but you can't get around.
This is a two-part question. You want me to base everything off of this pseudo judo stuff you posted?
No, I'm asking for a real
number
chart.
One. Number two, what you showing is not even. I don't know what kind of stuff you done concocted. You done concocted something.
If you notice, all these individuals that come up to challenge with information, they never have no information to back up what they're saying, right? That's another reason why I ain't got nothing else to say to these individuals. You know, and also the main thing they like to, he's pseudo, right? And that ain't nothing but a cop-out. That's a cop-out to try to act as if they know something that nobody else don't know. And we know that they demonstrate from an ignoramus degree. You see, the true sign of a monomaniac. Y'all look that word up. Look up what a monomaniac is. And you'll see what we're dealing with here.
That shit ain't, that nigga is pseudo.
Yeah,
I don't know what he
just that ain't gonna help you.
Whatever you want the title to be, that's cool.
That all them antics that you trying to add ain't
no antics. Whatever you want to debate, you can add in. You can add in more words to the debate title, and we'll still do it.
Facts of the matter is, brother, you are
dress
not
it up
ready
however
for
you
this
want.
Conversation. Let me give my people something real quick. I'm gonna show you. Y'all see this right here? Y'all see my screen sharing right now?
Kemetian, don't give him too much, man.
I told him he's trying too hard to convince. He's trying too hard. He done concocted all kind of pseudo documents and everything. He made all this stuff up.
I got over 50.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I know you do. I know. I seen your shit.
Now watch this.
I seen it.
Talking in the wind, y'all. Can't nobody hear me. Okay,
go ahead, JJ.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all get.
I've seen and ignored all that pseudo stuff.
You seen it and
ain't seen none of what I got over here.
Yes, I have.
Talking, but that matter. Hold up, y'all. Hey, I want to congratulate one of the contestants in the Lions Den Universal Debate League. I'm talking.
So y'all see what we dealing with, man. This is straight Negrodom. You see what I'm saying? And that's real talk, brother Bati Bay. You know, we know what we doing. And this individual is just talking, family. We got to get these individuals out of the community. You know, we ain't physically trying to do nothing to them, but we got to exile them with information, family. That's what I'm on now. I'm on informational exile. So if you come up under the radar at this particular point, you know, we ain't playing with you. We're going to expose you and we're going to show you to the people. We're going to hold you up in the light just like $100 bill and see if you got that stripe in you. Watch this.
How about no other than the truest, the young phenom? Go ahead and introduce yourself real quick.
Now, here's the introduction. Now, this is one guy right here that's been walking on me on every website I've been on. They call him Truist. He been running with that other young cat that we had to expose the other day that was in the classes learning with us, Brother Bati Bay. And so it's been a clique of them going from platform to platform. Every time they see me live somewhere, they pops up in here. And you're going to see some of the names, Brother Bati Bay, because you remember them from the video clippings that I showed you the other day. You see what I'm saying? But these people are following me from platform to platform. They done clicked up now. This is funny, man. These people crazy. That's why I know somebody son them. I know they working for Massa. Massa son them. You know? They acting no different than that cat on Samuel Jackson on the Django. Who that nigga up on that man, boss? We already know how these ones demonstrate, man. It's crazy, man. 30 pieces of silver, family. 30 pieces of silver. They'll do it every time. The enemy within.
We can get back to the meat and potatoes. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hijack the show. I'm very interested in this conversation.
Now watch, this brother here gonna try to call Khonshu out and be like, man, you know, Kemetian making some sense right here, and Khonshu gonna try to talk over and watch.
But I just wanted to ask you, JJ, what happened to the debate with Elder Yara and Andrew?
He gonna come forth in a minute. This is the other portion he was demonstrating.
I know the winner of that I'm supposed to be seeing next, so I was looking forward to that.
Well, Andrew ran, man.
Oh, so
we got a runner. We had a runner.
So Elder Yara won by default.
Yeah.
To make sure I'm writing this down right. You said the oldest metanetta is 2600 BC in hieratic.
That's 46. That's 4,600 years ago.
Gotcha. All right.
Right. Perfect. In hieratic. Now
I'm gonna debunk all this point for point.
Okay. Real quick. Hey, real quick.
Listen. And they called hieratic metanetta, but hieratic as metanetta didn't have nothing to do with. That's why I told you didn't know hieratic. You didn't know nothing about hieroglyphs because they transcribed them. So you see this right here. It said we can't
see your screen.
It ain't being shared right now.
Can I get 2 minutes real quick?
Sister Karima, can you share this while he do his bill?
Yeah, real quick. Is Mudawa and Yara, what was y'all? Are y'all really having a debate, or y'all steady just talking?
No, I think that I don't want to interfere with what y'all got going on with the debate league, and Yara got to handle. Your brother Truist is gonna got to deal with Brother Yara next, so I think he needs to have all of his attention focused.
Developed out of hieroglyphs. See, that's your premise, but that's dynastic period were produced with ink and brush, with no indication that the sign descended from hieroglyphs. You're gonna try to buck that. So guess what? I got 50 more slides saying the same thing. All you can do is disagree with it. But the general opinion of men would never alter the nature of the truth, my brother.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question based on this.
Hold up.
Because I've heard you say this before. I told you I've already heard you say.
So you see how he come in again, running his beak, right?
You regurgitated this
hold
before.
up. This is where I land my plane at.
Okay, land the
plane. The principles of pharaonic cryptography. And we know that this came from the Ptolemies, right? Cryptographic hieroglyphs. Designation of Ptolemaic hieroglyphs is used by Egyptologists to refer to the script employed by the scribes of Egyptian temples after the conquest of Egypt by Alexander the Great. Until the end of the 2nd century, also called figurative or cryptographic hieroglyphs, they not only are synonymous with extreme complication, obscure puns, and strange puzzles, but also with the intense challenge and incitement. Their figurative nature misled earlier scholars into regarding the hieroglyphic script as read purely symbolic, right? It says to laymen, these signs would probably look like standard hieroglyphs, but to an uninitiated Egyptologist, which are you, their interpretation is like exploring a terra incognita. It says for a good reason. Indeed, during the Middle Kingdom and beginning of the New Kingdom, the number of signs commonly used by the scribes totaled by 760. But in the latest periods of Egyptian history, many new signs were created, and the corpus of hieroglyphs grew to several thousand signs during the Ptolemaic period. Now, Champollion's Rosetta Stone was created by the Ptolemies. Champollion's decipherment is based on that Rosetta Stone and the Pile Obelisk of the Ptolemies that didn't exist during ancient Egypt. So how can you use that alphabet to deal with anything that deals with ancient Kemet? That's why I say you have to have an alphabet chart that existed prior to Champollion to debunk what I'm saying. Because I got some stuff over here that's going to overthrow you, bro.
Okay, now let me respond to that. Let me respond to that.
It's gonna make you look bad.
Okay. I know you want to prove. I know you want to prove a point so bad.
I done proved it. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, let me respond to all that.
Your speech.
Thank you. First of all, the first mistake you made was I meant to say this earlier, but you keep referring to Champollion as if all of my sources are going to be from Champollion. Number one. Number two, I don't care what book this is, whatever you pulled up, however you're reading, you're probably misinterpreting. You do that a lot. I'll pull this up and go over it before the debate. But you said that the oldest writing in Egyptian writing, metadata, is 2600 BC and was in hieratic. I'm going to show you. Said you claim that hieratic or whoever this is who wrote this book. I don't care about what a person says in a book. That's the problem with you people. And
bro, that's actual.
Hold on.
Paper. That's not a book.
Okay.
Commission, you gotta let him go ahead and interrupt.
Okay, now you hear that, right? Now I'm giving clarity. Now you notice, you see how JJ jumped in there. Oh, Kemetian, you got but he ain't said nothing. Damn time, all them time that man just cut me off. You feel me? And that's what I'm getting at him about. Same thing I said before I left there. Y'all gonna see me tell him that. But this is the same thing we got into it with before. You know what I mean? He only want to say something when I start checking the individual, but he don't say nothing. He don't try to stop them when they cut into my bill. You see? That's what I'm talking about with him. And then he got an aspect where he got disrespectful. You'll see.
That's the problem with these people that really think they debaters. They think that they can just pull up books. Well, other people have done research, not saying that those people are even right, and use their information and bring it to the debate and use that.
Y'all hear this fool, and that's exactly what he demonstrated. He say that's what the problem is with these people out here demonstrating. They like to bring other people information and present it. What do you call sources and primary sources, people? And what is it that he gonna bring? Because he talking like what he gonna bring to this discussion we was supposed to have, that he finna bring something that he done went and demonstrated himself, but yet he talking about bringing paperwork. You see what I'm saying? It's ignorant to contend with this nonsense. It ain't even worth the going back and forth. One would be a fool to entertain that madness.
At a solid source, but that's not what does it. What does it is something called scientific method. I'm going to prove via scientific method myself. I'm going to prove that the hieratics did indeed come out of the pictograph, original hieroglyphic script, and that script came from an older script. I'm also going to prove, he says it doesn't apply
now,
phonetics.
How is he going to prove this without using prior information? The same thing he just say that other people do. You see the ignoramus mindset, family. You see, this is crazy. Why would I entertain something like that, man? That's why I say I'm done with going back and forth. I got too much information out here where I done expose ones, on a lot of these channels, family, and all of them was lacking. They was in want when it comes to this special information, and that ain't what we seek to do to them. But when you come up in here and we building on peace and our people trying to bridge a gap that been, a bridge broken for centuries and years, and you come in here with this nonsense, that's I just got a problem with people trying to mislead my people, enslave our people, family.
Meaning the symbols don't represent sounds, or in the linguistic field it's called Rebus principle. I'm gonna prove that wrong point for point, and I'm gonna show the same symbol.
And he keep talking about a Rebus principle. The ancient Egyptians didn't deal with no Rebus principle. That's all on the Ptolemaic hieroglyphs coming from Champollion, man. And the modern day Egyptologists, Adolf Ehrman and James P. Allen and all that foolery. You see what I'm saying? Come on, man, stop.
Symbols that he said don't exist prior to hieratic. I'm gonna show those symbols older than what he says 2600 BC, and I'm gonna show them older than the Sumerian writing, because it's contradictory to say that the hieratic has been translated but the hieroglyphic has not, when it's really one and the same. It's just a script.
Well, if it's one and the same, then why couldn't he read it when I showed it to him? Huh? Man, these people crazy, man. These people that lost their mind out here, family. I'm telling y'all better stay away from these fools out here with these books, man.
The script was changed. That's why it's harder to read for most scholars. So everything he's saying is sounds good, and he wants to really convince people.
Hey, can I ask you something real quick though?
And especially for him to say that he's for him to make the bold statement to say that he can read hieratic fluently. Boy, you supposed to.
Yeah, but what about the logic of what he's saying, though?
Hold on, you supposed to be somewhere in the universe.
Listen to the brother. He trying to get him to come round because he done picked up on it. But watch what Khonshu do. Watch this.
University making like a lot of freaking money. If you can read hieratic, my brother, I will help you get in school, get in a university. You need to be a professor if you can read hieratic fluently. So
yeah, but what about the logic of what he's saying, though?
Hold on. I don't care about no logic. I don't care about nothing. None of the pseudo. He's a
no. I'm saying the logic of what he's saying about the alphabet. What about you're not really addressing that?
I'm not done.
You see how he cut his brother off? Because he don't want that brother to ask him that question. He said, what about the logic behind it? Watch him now.
Professional at playing pseudo judo. That's what I've learned about the brother. Good brother. Good. I ain't nothing personal. I ain't got nothing against the prophet. I ain't got nothing against this brother personally. But he is the pseudo.
It seems like you're running away from what he actually saying.
So, like
you hear the brother, he picking up on it. He said, no, it seems like you running away from me, what he actually saying. He's steady running his beat. Watch this.
Like I said, I wrote down
that
all
ain't good, man.
He said that it's not phonetic value, and I'm gonna prove that's wrong. He says hieratic, the oldest is 2600 BC. I'm gonna show you scripts. I'm gonna show you the oldest form of writing discovered, period. In that time, and that
you're running away from what he actually saying.
Man, I don't know who you are, and I ain't running away from nothing because we already got a debate set. So be quiet and let me finish.
You see that? He trying to get a brother some insight. You see, but he's steady running his beat.
So he can respond, whoever on the sideline. So I'm going to rebut all that stuff point for point, brother. And that's it. Go ahead.
Okay, now he said that's it. Now watch this.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
I just got a question. I got a question.
Let the brother speaking.
I got a question too, man.
Yeah, but no, you can go first. You can go first, and I'm after you, brother.
Yeah, let that brother speak. That will speak.
Yes, and I'm not no Egyptomaniac myself, but what about the logic of what he's saying? If prior to Champollion there is no alphabet, doesn't he make a logical argument? And I'm just looking at it from just a common sense perspective.
Prior to Champollion, there was no alphabet. That's ridiculous. That doesn't make sense. The alphabet was on the walls. Champollion came and seen what was on. That's what I'm saying. He's saying
he said the alphabet was on the wall, family. What alphabet on the wall? An alphabet chart. Now, do you hear this?
What I'm saying, his question, his basis doesn't make sense. He's saying, prove to me, according to the Egyptian alphabet, that it's been translated. That is, what What the fuck kind of question is that? In order for me to prove that the ancient Egyptian language has been translated, hold on. In order for me to prove that it has been translated or has been deciphered,
you just say you were
all I
done
would have
now
to
when
do.
the brothers
Hold
start
on.
speaking.
Hold on.
You just say
All
you were
I would
done
have.
now,
Hold
Kachi.
on. Be
But when
patient.
the brother asks this question, you
All
trying
I
to
would
take
have
over
to
the
do.
question.
Hold on, 2 seconds.
See how you doing
All
now?
I would have to do.
But you see
all I
what
would
you're
have to
doing,
do,
right?
brother. Can I
You say
finish my
you
It
statement?
seems like
brother,
you're
let the
running, bro.
brother
I'm trying
finish.
to
It do
finish
seem like
my
you're running
statement.
right now.
That's
Like
what I'm
you're
doing. I'm trying
dancing
to finish
around the question,
I'm
the
trying to
logic of
finish
it.
my statement.
See the brother telling me dancing around the question. I just dropped the link for anybody that want to get up here, man, and look at this foolery and call it like you see it, family. Am I tripping? Is these people out here trying to divert our people and mislead our people, man? You know, maybe Commission wrong. They ain't trying to mislead and misdirect the course. But we're going to see, you know, with some honest people that want to get on that link, we're going to let you come up in here. You know, long as one's in respect for all is well.
So in order for me to prove that the glyphs, the hieroglyphic, the metadata has been deciphered, translated, and all that, I don't have to produce any kind of chart, anything. A chart won't prove nothing. All I have to do is show.
Do you hear this? A chart ain't gonna prove nothing. How you gonna have the alphabet in word form if you don't have no chart in order to draw from?
And prove through the letters of the hieroglyphics, and be able to do it myself through scientific method, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use living African languages that exist right now. I'm going to use that because that's what he don't understand. It's living African languages that people speak right now that's directly related to the Medutu, to their language. And this is how we confirm whether or not the translations of people like Wallace Budge are official or not.
Man, this man is talking about Bantu, you know, and we all know that everybody took from Kemet family. The Somali people, Bantu people, people of India. I show you the strong words with Arabic, Hebrew, and the Kemetic language alone. You see, so finding variants and adaptation, so to speak, of the language and other languages don't prove nothing outside of the fact that them people borrowed from Kemet. You see what I'm saying? That just proved my point even more.
For example, if we want to know the translation, you know, if we see a word in the hieroglyphic dictionary, right, and then we find an African language that lives today, which is not in the Afroasiatic linguistic family, your information is outdated, extremely outdated. Egyptian language is not Afroasiatic; it's a part of the Bantu. And I'm gonna show through other living Bantu languages that it has been. It's gonna be easy.
I don't like that, man. You running from the point that he making, man. And I believe in you, man. I'm rooting for you, but like I don't like how you running away from it, man.
You see that brother won't let him go. You see it? He tell him I don't like how you running away, cause he know he can't deal with what I'm saying. He want to go back and study to get ready for the so-called debate. But right on point, right there, all that challenge and running his beak, he can't stand on none of it. And none of them in there that was trying to challenge what we brought forth. When I asked him, show me the information, bro. I hear what you're saying, but show me the proof behind what you're saying. They want you to believe what they saying. You put all this documentation out there, and we know documentation beat conversation. So you put all this documentation. I ain't doing nothing but stealing. That's all they're doing anyway. They're trying to steal the information. Don't want to say that they're trying to learn. Just say you want to learn. Don't try to spark up no controversy to try to get no information so you can try to take it elsewhere. Come on, man. We own to this.
All right,
I'm running away. The game's already set. You sound stupid.
My question is this. If from my understanding or what I was taught and what I was told is hieratic was more or less the everyday writing system. Like, you know, if you had to take notes or you was, you know, writing a ledger, you was, you know, it's accounting.
From what he was told. Now, this is somebody that's an atheist. Mr. Mudawa. Straight atheist. You know, always trying to challenge the Most High, challenge anything Kemetic or spiritual.
you would use hieratic, and the Metal Nature was more of like a priestly, you know, it was like the fancy shit, for lack of a better term. Now, my question is
You
this:
see, he don't even know what he talking about.
we can take the hieratic, and the hieratic says a certain thing, and the Metal Nature says the same thing, how are we not saying that the Metal Nature hasn't? I don't understand how we're saying the Metal Nature has not been deciphered.
Exactly, and that's
Like
that's a good point.
Like, how do you say that the hieratic can decipher or can tell us a thing that's going on in ancient Kemet? How can we say that
I'm gonna show you how.
the hieratic?
I'm gonna show you how. You asking
do
the
you-
question,
do
now
you-
let me show you. You asking a question, I
go
get
ahead.
your question, but I'm gonna show
Okay,
you
just
how.
making sure it was clear. That's all.
Because I'm finna show you how, and I'm gonna show you with documentation, because documentation beat conversation. You see this? Do y'all see this up here showing, family?
Yeah, we
It's
see it.
small, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we all
Now,
see it. Yeah.
This is hieratic, right? This is the original papyri, right? This is original papyri right here, right? Now let me show you what was done. I keep telling the people right here. They saying they read Egyptian, you know, and they trying to compare certain things. These symbols were compared to those pictures, is what the Egyptologists did. And they created a breakdown based on these alphabets and hid them up under the pictures. The picture was never the language. This is the language, family. This is where it originally came from. Now let me show you. Now,
hold on. Didn't it come from the Rosetta?
Okay, so you see cutting in again, right? Watch it.
Rosetta Stone?
Listen. This is way before the Rosetta Stone, family. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The Rosetta Stone came way during the time of modern days. This is way before. They can't understand that the Rosetta Stone was created in 196 BC, family, which is way after ancient Egypt, way after the dynasties of Kemet. They don't comprehend that, family. You see? So now let me show you something here, right? All of this is hieratic right here, right? And what they had in these
He fell off.
You still with us?
He fell off.
He can't act like he was
Okay,
already.
let me ask you a question, Commissioner.
Hold up, don't stop me. I'm landing my plane right now.
Okay, go ahead.
In this paper, I know you don't want them to hear this.
Go ahead, brother.
It says in this paper, I take up the hieratic papers BM 10682 that serve as primary source of this database and summarize my bibliographical and graphemic observation. Now watch what they tell you. The Chester Beatty papyri, right? This is the Chester Beatty papyri, right? Watch what they tell you that Alan Gardenia did, because I don't want to read through everything. Listen to what he said. It says, however, even though all of the text included by Gardenia, because he the one cut that papyri up. It was a long roll, family. Gardenia cut it up into pieces so it be like sheets that we have. He says, however, even though in all of the texts included by Gardenia appear in hieratic in the original manuscript, he published only the hieroglyphic transliterations without any photographs or facsimiles of the original hieratic glyphs. And that's why y'all keep thinking that it's supposed to be translated by pictures instead of the original hieratic language. If you would listen, instead of going off and holding on what E. Wallace Budge, Adolf Ehrman, and all of them told you in Gardenia, you would see that y'all wrong.
All right, let me respond to that.
Talking about I teach metal netta based on no pictures. You do that, so you feel like you got to stick with it.
Okay,
so of course you gonna fight me on this because you don't want to be wrong.
All right, let me respond.
The original texts were hieratic and they were transcribed in the hieroglyphs. I got
leave it right there. Leave it right there. No, go back.
I got hundreds of them, family.
No. Go back to where you was just at. Go back to where you was just at, brother. Go back.
Oh, you talking about the source I was just reading?
What you was reading from? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right back.
Go right there.
There it goes.
All right. Now go back up. Go up, please.
I'm gonna go up. You ain't finna do nothing but kill yourself.
Okay. Hold on.
Ain't none of this gonna support you.
Go to the part where it was
Right
reading.
up to the top is the only place I
It says
right
I screenshotted it. It says okay, right here, right there.
This is it.
Okay, hold on. Let me read this to the family.
Make yourself look crazy out here.
Hold on, let me read this.
Go ahead. This
is how you get past a fast talker and a person, a trickster and a fast talker. Let's read this. It says right after the guy 2010B, all the quotes and citations. It says, furthermore, I shifted my focus to a later period and conducted research on original hieratic texts written in late Egyptian. Now, let me share my screen real quick, brother JJ, sister Karima. If you could take his down, let me share. He says he focused on original hieratic text written in late Egyptian. Hold on, brother. Let me respond to this.
So, Khonshu, don't make it look like it's contentious because I'm not trying to.
Okay. Listen, I'm just trying to share my screen.
I'm finna let you share it.
Okay.
But let me share this before I let you share it.
No. But see what I'm saying? No. He's trying to stop me in the middle of my point. Now, you can't do this during the debate. You can't do this during the
middle of what I was saying.
I didn't stop you. I asked to speak and you let me speak. No. I asked to speak and you let me speak. Now you trying to cut me off in the middle of me trying to present mine.
Kemetian, he was patient while you went into your down. Let the brother get down. Don't do that, brother. Don't do that, brother. Please don't do that, Kemetian.
Now, mind you, he stopped me to let him read what he read and watch what I do.
Don't do that, Kemetian. Come on, bro.
Hold up. I'm finna let
bro, don't do that, Kemetian. Let the man get down, bro. You was done, bro. You was done, bro. Bro, you was done, bro.
So you notice how they all keep cutting into what I'm saying. Now they say I demonstrated a whole hour now. We were going back and forth from what I just seen.
Man started reading, you start cutting him off.
You don't have to
bro.
Hold on. He just allowed him to speak. He said he wasn't done. So if he wasn't done, he just allowed him to speak. He still want to gang back the floor so he can land his.
Go ahead, man. Take another 30 minutes, but I'm gonna bust your ass on that because I got to speak.
They say take 30 minutes. Now time on here, I've been on here 30 minutes. We've been going back and forth with each other on the information, right? Sister Karima, that's why I say she honorable, because she catches this stuff. You feel me? She gets it. You know, she's a jewel. The sister is very honorable. We ain't got nothing against her. We ain't got nothing against JJ either. We just calling him on his nonsense and his foolery. And if you get up here and you say, well, I wasn't there, I was away from the panel, well, you should be here present. Because when you called me to sit up here and be involved, I'm on the panel. We gonna go to the actual measure right here. Now let me show you something right here, family. This is the website. He was trying to emphasize that this brother that studied in late Egyptian, that basically was saying, oh, this information come from late Egypt. So I go to the actual source, to the database that the brother who created that document that I was just reading from created in the website. The Moors know who it is that's a part of it. Y'all know what Aku is. And then he goes and show you from the old kingdom information. So this goes way back beyond, you know, the late period the brother was talking about. Now, since you saying you dealing with this new measure, I'm finna kill that what you think you finna bring out before you get there. When is the old
so you're gonna kill something that I haven't even said yet.
Hold up.
That you think I'm gonna say.
Hold up.
That's why you wanted to stop me. You can't do this in the debate, man. You're the king of pseudo judo.
Hold up. Stop talking while I'm talking.
Now you done already cut me off twice, player. Don't work like that. And in the debate, it won't work like that.
You see this here? I cut him off.
So be a man and be honorable and know that you just got your ass busted because you're trying to refer to heretic text in the late period of Egyptians.
I ain't got busted
Egyptian
at
language.
You trying
you know
to
you done got your ass busted
right now.
Late period of Egyptian text.
Mute him, Karima.
Don't run from this debate.
Mute him, Karima. Because he ran from me already. Stop.
Boy, set the debate up in the time.
People know Kemetian ain't never ran.
Late Egyptian. You killed yourself with late Egyptian.
Will you mute this guy if he talk over me again? Now, anybody in this audience that's looking at this know that the old kingdom go back very far, right? So when he mentioned that in that documentation, he also mentioned this website. And this is his website right here, brother. And in this website, this is all the way back during the 5th dynasty. That's before the Middle Kingdom. Now, I got more in here that go back way further than this, to 0 dynasty. You feel me? So don't make me do that. I will pull that out in the debate, though. You see, so you eating yourself up right now.
Okay, now
I
let me
got the
share my
most
screen now.
ancient
Now let me
documents
share
right
my
here.
screen now.
And
Now let
I'm
me
gonna
share my
stop right
screen
there,
now.
and I'm gonna let you kill yourself.
Yeah, okay. All right, pseudo judo. Let me present this. Because what he said was he was presenting old. He said he was presenting old hieratic and late Egyptian. So you can see my screen real easily.
Boy, the comprehension of these individuals here, man. This is crazy, man. It's a waste of time, man. A waste of time, waste of energy to go back and forth. There go my brother Bati Beta Scribe. Islam Grand Man. What have you to say about this foolery here?
Islam. This, you know, I'm saying one thing is that I'm not shocked at his unskillful way of articulating nonsense. I'm not shocked at how he's trying to play it, because he doesn't have enough foundation on Metanetter to know that you can't decipher pictograms, and like you said, there's no way for him to produce an alphabet or abjad, and it was dumb for him to say that abjad is a Arabic word. When you look it up on Wikipedia, and abjad is the sequence, just like math has a sequence. When they talk about Fibonacci sequence, that traces something back. So the sequence of alphabet, or the etymology of alphabet, goes into the abjad. It has an abjad order, means there's an A, B, D, J, G, J, or something like that. And so it gives it its authenticity, which traces all language back to one source. He doesn't have that knowledge to comprehend. So you know what I'm saying? It's not shocking that he likes to dance around, and he'll come take a part of what you said and then try to superimpose his understanding on it to make it look like you don't know what you're doing, but yet you teach a class and got us reading hieratic, and he says hieratic can't be deciphered. No, the pictograms can't be deciphered, because anybody look at the pictograms or is going to have their own interpretation of what an owl or what a hawk or what an arm, as it has on the walls. And he says the alphabet on the walls. There was no alphabet on the walls, because that one demonstration that you showed with the brother the speak Wolof, it had an arm on there, but he has his own language. So therefore, how can you say the dude is just one of them smart dummies? He can make it sound good when you don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my measure on that, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, he eloquent in his own ignorance is what it is. You know, he's eloquent in his own ignorance, Grand Man. It's almost done here. Look at how crazy it get. This is why I say, you know, I never go back to JJ platform again. You know, he always trying to disrespect other people and put me in the middle of it. That's another reason why I ain't going over there.
Yeah, he's slick too.
Watch this. This is the last.
You see my screen
right here.
No.
I'm trying to share it. I'm sharing it. All right, there you go.
Out there. What's more?
Now it says the late dynastic. This is from UCLA Egypt Encyclopedia of Egyptology by Ivan Ladian, originally in Arabic. It says the late dynastic period. This is the chart of the late dynastic period. Dynasties 28 through 30. The late dynastic period comprised dynasties 28 through 30 ruled Egypt from 404 to 343 BC, between the first and second Persian domination and later period being the eve of the Macedonian conquest of Egypt. Thus, it actually became the last period of Egyptian influence under native pharaonic rule. For him to try to say that any hieratic was in full form, and he even said dynasty 0. He said he talking about pre-dynastic. It wasn't even a Metanetter script in pre-dynastic in general, let alone hieratic. So what I'm going to do, very simply, all I'm going to do, I'm going to show the oldest written inscriptions of the hieroglyphic, or what they call the term, the hieroglyphic form, as opposed to the hieratic form. And I'm going to show those inscriptions older than what he said the hieratic was in 2600 BC. I'm going to show it older than the Sumerian writings, and I'm going to show that it does apply phonetic value, or what we as linguists call the rebus principle. Because he's buried himself in everything that is really said. He says it don't have phonetic value.
Now, if you notice, Khonshu, he's showing us some stuff from the 28th dynasty, trying to deal with the late dynastic period. What he failed to realize is just because the brother, you know, Sakai Masakatsu studied in the late period don't mean that his information was limited to that. That's why when he created the website, the Aku, he showed you hieratic existing back from a very early time period. And what he don't know is that these particular places with the information is not only giving you the dynasty, but in certain areas it'll tell you the king or the pharaoh that was ruling. Right or wrong, Brother Bati Bey? Okay, our brother fell off. Yeah, Islam. Yeah, right or wrong, Brother Bati Bey?
I didn't get to hear that. I was coming in.
Okay, yeah. Now I was saying he tried to pull up the 28th and 25th dynasty and say, oh, he was talking about the late Egyptian period. But when we go into the teaching of Aku in the actual document of the brother, didn't he put in there the kings that was ruling in some of those particular situations, as well as the place and the paper that was being used?
Yes, he did, because it says it right on the alphabet.
Right, in the 25th dynasty, that's way down in the last part. Most of that stuff started off with the 4th and the 5th dynasty.
That's when I knew, when I'm listening to dude, the fact that he's only proving your point.
That's what he's doing.
You know what I'm saying? By not knowing what he's talking about. Because if you still talking about the 28th dynasty, that means there got to be 27 other dynasties that came before that, at least. Right. So the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he's saying that there was no, he keeps wanting to bring this whatever rule that he's talking about, the Kemetians did not deal with that rule. That was something that came after. And Champollion even said himself that he made up the alphabet because he didn't know what he was deciphering. So if he made it up, how are you going to sit over there and talk about bringing some afterthought of some people speaking? And he said, basically, Champollion admitted to he was pseudo. And so you're basing all your works and everything else off of what Champollion did, because all these new scholars that came to be Egyptologists, they're all linked off of either Champollion or E. Wallace Budge or one of them, not actual ones like Mustafa Gadala. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's really crazy just listening to this guy.
It's insane, bro. This is one eloquent in his own ignorance, drawing pebbles from a shallow pond and can't throw them no further than the bank. Yeah, I'm just saying, what in the world is going on? Watch this. It's almost over.
Don't apply Rebus principle. The oldest is 2600. It's Afro-Asiatic. I'm gonna debunk all of that, and that's it. So
okay, so he just showed y'all stuff from the 26th dynasty. Well, I just showed y'all hieratic in the 5th dynasty.
You showed the chart. No, you didn't show hieratic.
He was done, but he cut me off again, right? You see?
You showed a chart.
You
showed a chart. You didn't show any hieratic from the 5th dynasty. Show me hieratic. And I'm not saying that it didn't exist at that time. I'm not saying it didn't exist.
Nah, I'm not saying it didn't exist during that time. You see this? This is a clown buffoonery.
I'm saying that it grew out of the hieroglyphic rock script.
Check this
out. That's all I'm saying.
Check this out right here, bro. You out of there. And I'm finna
when we gonna set up the debate, my brother? When the time is?
Last thing when I'm sharing right here. And I'm trying to help you out, but you ain't gonna be able to get around this. This is all I got to say. I ain't gonna go back and forth with you because I'm finna drag you.
Let's just set up the date, brother.
I'm gonna drag you for the sake of the fact that you think that you know what you're talking about, and I'm trying to tell you, bro, in good words, just because you want to be in opposition. Now, this is
set up the date.
Hold up. It's already set up. We done set it up already.
Then let me say another thing, Commissioner. You said you was against divination. No. You said you was against divination, and divination wasn't good, but you have the nerve to call yourself a commission. The ancient commissions practice divination.
Now, what do you see here, Brother Bati Bey? He said he was through. I can't even finish saying what I'm saying. Running his beat.
No, that's a tactic.
That's exactly what it is. To keep the people from being able to receive the information, bro.
If I can overtalk you, you know what I'm saying? That's a narcissist. That's basically, I don't know how you be narcissist. Well, that's probably what narcissist means in your own ignorance. But you could, if you don't know what you talk, some people don't know when to shut up or close their beat. In a sense where you gotta and you don't know, it's just sometimes better to be quiet and hear what somebody's saying, because ain't nobody trying to take nothing away from you. They're just trying to enlighten you. But people can't get that ego out the way. And that's all he's running off, because that's all he really running on. When they say running on he running on ego right now, because he ain't got nothing else.
Like the brother Noble Bryan said, he said, what's wrong with saying you don't know something? He admitted that he didn't know earlier, but he's still trying to defend his position. You see what I'm saying? Now watch this right here, because we're gonna get this demonstration over with.
The ancient commissions practice divination. You a commission, boy. You a Moorish Christian. You ain't no damn commission.
Bro. And when I start building, you come right up in here trying to talk over something to save face. Stop it. This is original. This is the Chester Beatty paper. For those who went into 10-682, this is the whole document. The reason it's in pieces like this, because Gardenia cut it in pieces. So the brother in that page is actually dealing with the hieratic language. The only one doing it, Kemetian tapped into it, and that is his website. This is the Chester Beatty paper. Now let me show you the hieroglyphic transliteration. Now I want to ask to the honest people in the audience right now, which one is original? Which one is the original source material that brother was talking about? Is it this hieratic script right here, or what they transcribed into these symbols? Is it this hieratic script right here, or what they transcribed into these symbols? You see, if you listen instead of talking, you can learn something. I'm trying to show you how they covered it up. That's why I
when
said,
is the date for the debate? I have to go. When is the date so I know when to prepare? When is the date so I know when to prepare? I don't want to see your pseudo presentation. Sunday at 5. All right, peace.
Sunday at 5. I know you running. But anyway, he running. So this is what I'm talking about, family. What I was reading to y'all, and I'm going to cut down at this here. Ellen Gardenia basically cut this paper up. It was a long paper. You know, where you can roll it up. He cut it in half. That's what the dude was just referring to. Masikatu Katsu was saying. You know, Sakai Masikatu. He was saying that he cut this up and he didn't take pictures of these. He only gave you the transcription. And that's why today everybody think they dealing with Kemet is dealing with this. That's why when I asked him, well, can you read the hieratic? Because if you can't read the hieratic, you know, then you really don't know anything about what you claim you know something about, because they transcribe these letters into this. These pictures that they chose trying to make them look like. I'm going to show you what they did. That's why he said he was saddened by this being the case. So this is what the European did, right? They seen this letter here, right? They seen this particular letter, you know, word. This is actually a word. This is Medjet. Medjet is this word here, right? And so they took this particular scroll in the, like your boy did, Champollion, and compared this to this and say, all right, this is the same as this. You see, this they trying to say is a papyrus scroll. Now, when you look at this, you see there is no relation between these two things. The European, that's how they came up with the alphabet, family. Commission exposing it. And then that's where the transliteration coming from. This, not this. You see, this has always been metaphysical. This is the alphabet. You see, so they did the same thing with this, for example, A1. Y'all got to see this, and then you'll understand exactly what's going on. They say this is a woman right here, right? Okay, we can deal with that as a picture, but it's not an alphabet. So they went And they say, well, let me go find what it is that I can compare to anything. Now, he showed y'all something from the 25th dynasty. All of these are coming from papyri in different dynasties. He talking about he showed you a symbol. No, bro. This comes from papyri and it's telling you the kingdom, and sometimes even giving you the pharaoh or the king or the ruler that was ruling. Very thorough when they put this together. Kemetian the verse wanted to show y'all this. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else in Egyptology ever taught and showed you this. And it goes all the way from the old kingdom to the 6th dynasty, first intermediary period. All this is hieratic though. But don't none of these look like that woman they got up there, family. Egyptology has been getting away with this for years. Here it is again. Here's the head of a man. You know good and well that head don't look nothing like this alphabet right here. Stop it. But that's how they put together the hieroglyphs under the Ptolemaic system through Champollion, family. Kemetian done, the jig is up. I done exposed this European and y'all trying to defend them. Because y'all making money off our people talking about y'all teaching them metal netta. And if I do this, then you can't teach it no more. Because it don't make sense. I understand what you're going through. Look at that. Do that look like a head to you out there? Do any of these different evolution of this alphabet look like that head? If you say that right there, you got to be out your mind. And that's all they did. That's why I say to know this, look at this. They tried to put in the eye. Okay, so they say, okay, we're going to put the eye up here. We're going to get that off the wall and compare that. Look real good, don't it? Look real good, don't it? You see? But then you go into symbols and emblems that don't look nothing like that. And the more you come up into the dynasties and the kingdoms, see this new kingdom way down here. He brought y'all talking about the late kingdom. You see what I'm saying? We can go on and on and on. You know, with all these different things they tried to make into different symbols, and some of the things where they even mix cursive hieroglyphs up in there to try to get their rocks out. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you, family, this dude is out of there when it comes to dealing with this thing. This is the only website that you can get in hieratic. I teach my people out of it. That's how we was able to learn it. We've been transliterating and we found some errors. This is also the website too, where I vet a lot of this stuff, you know, because Moeller was the one who did a lot of this as well. I was dealing with Moeller's tool before that, and it tells you actually the transliteration of all of that. So Kemetian can go through, you know, particular texts and show you transliterations. Other than him, he can't do that. You see what I'm saying? I went through here and checked it, and they in error. For example, I'm gonna just point some things out. For example, that's Erie. That's That's A right there. That's two late A's. Erie. This is R, the letter R. This is Y. This is M. This is N. Two N's actually. Then we have another A-R. This is the letter H-R, hitter. Yeah, I mean, I can go throughout this whole thing, but I ain't got to prove that right there at this particular point. Just know that when Kemetian say that he know what he talking about, he know what he talking about. There go my transliteration for those who want to see them. That's my transliteration right there. And when I deal with the pictorial symbols, I deal with them metaphysically. I don't deal with them as no alphabets. And this is my metaphysical example in the closing aspect of landing this plane right here. Get that thing right there. Get it up off of him. I told y'all about playing with me. Because this is where I was just reading other measures to reiterate, just showing that the ancient Egyptians taught, you know, metaphysically, and that this other stuff came during the time of Champollion. If you had the knowledge of being able to exercise haircut, that's how Kemetian teach it. Not
okay, well, the point, you just...
This was the chaos.
You got 9, 10, 11, 12,
so I was
13,
showing the
14,
breakdown
15,
on,
which equals the same amount of this special word. And this word in root of swa'a means to make endure, to last long, to stay in house, lengthen life, last long, which has to do with energy. Electrical conductivity with exactly zero condition. That's how Kemetian deal with it. So this here would be a mantra to me. And I land my plane. Say, way, hey, medjet. And you can tap into that energy if you have the knowledge of being able to exercise haircut. That's how Kemetian teach it. Not
Okay,
by
well,
no dang
the
on
point,
put no alphabet in
you
no box.
you just told us 5 minutes ago that if if you're not part of the priesthood or son of a priest and it's ear to mouth, you can't translate it. But then you turn around and translate it.
I'm an
Like, come on,
adept.
man, you
And
can't.
I
You
was
double.
taught
You
through the
can't.
line of the priesthood, by the way.
You double speaking us,
No,
bro.
I ain't. I'm
You
an
double speaking
adept.
us. Hold on, let me
I'm an
finish.
adept. I
Can I
am a
finish?
priest.
Can I
I
finish,
am a
bro?
priest.
Can I finish?
I was taught through the line.
Bro.
I'm answering you.
He trying to ask the question, how can you transliterate it, Kemetian? You know, if you say it was, and I told him from the beginning that those things were metaphysical. They didn't have an alphabet chart or need of an alphabet chart to express the pictures. And I just showed him how to break it down through gematria, you know, and showed him how this represent formulas that actually go into exposing what we call Heka, or basically being able to chant the mantra and activate these powers. You see what I'm saying? I was really telling him something that he really ain't gonna get anyway, because he atheist. You see? And listen to him. Watch this.
Question.
Bro, I'm not done speaking though.
You can't build no premise upon it.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're making a claim that nobody back in that time period, when they're saying that it was being deciphered, transliterated, whatever way you want to say it, you're saying that you got the knowledge that nobody else had, that it's just you, that nobody else in that time period, nobody else in ancient Kemet, nobody else in that area was able to look at the glyphs and give a proper translation. You saying that none of those people were around to do that. I think that's intellectual dishonesty.
No,
but you get
listening.
it.
You listening.
Can I say something real quick?
You cherry picking out of what I said. I said they always taught it as symbolic and metaphysical. That's what I said. I said it was always taught metaphysically.
Yeah, I think that's the main issue.
That's
is
what you ain't
people are
Can y'all hear me?
They're interpreting as you got all the answers and everybody else is wrong. I think that's where you're gonna have.
What the problem is.
That's a sharp brother right there. He picking up on it.
Can I join the conversation real quick?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. El Yara's coming back at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and he's going to do his presentation. So we got like about 45 more minutes, and then we come back and let him do his presentation. Go ahead, y'all.
Yes, sir. I just want to say this right here, like the brother said, that's the problem, bro. They thinking I'm saying I got all the answers, but what I'm showing them is originally the ancestors didn't use no alphabet. They metaphysically interpreted these things. How do I know? Because that's how we teach it in my circle. If you go into the way that we see that brother Yehoshua, when Yehoshua went into the pyramids and he was initiated in our teaching, we are taught that he sat in the midst and observed those things. And then he came forth with a meaning. So I ain't making this up. This is what we taught as Egyptian adepts through my lineage. And that's
bro, you're literally saying in no uncertain terms, this is what I teach, this is how I teach it. But them people back in that time was teaching it and saying it wrong. Like you
no, I say they was teaching it like I teach it.
Listen to what I'm saying, brother. Listen to what
you
I'm
saying
saying.
That.
Listen to what I'm saying, brother. We can't let us talk. We can. The only way to have a dialogue have a dialogue is for one person to speak, one person to listen, and then the other person to speak. Family. But family. We can get to that, family. But you can't keep talking. You can't keep talking over me though, bro. I might be ready. I might be about to apologize if I misquoted you, but you still have to be adult enough and cognizant enough to be quiet and let someone else talk. That's called dialogue, bro.
Now, mind you, prior to the other guy, Mudawa was cutting me off the whole while. He actually cut me off to get in here.
We just gave
what he do. He atheist. He don't like nothing dealing with religion.
An hour of monologue, family.
He said he gave me an hour monologue, and y'all seen we was going back and forth. But to let them tell it, the last hour I just been talking the whole while. We ain't had no conversation.
You just had an hour of monologue, being able to say whatever the fuck you wanted to say.
See, now here come the ad hominems now.
However you wanted to say it.
Nobody,
I'm saying it.
Can you say it? what you got to say?
Bro.
Instead of talking about me, can you present information?
Bro. Please, man.
I've been asking him the whole night. Show me the source for what you're saying, brother. That's all.
Please,
they
man.
get what you're trying to push. Say what you got to say
mind,
about
fam.
the information.
Y'all have a good day, bro.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you can never address the information.
I'm not about addressing the information. I'm addressing character right now. I'm addressing character right now.
No, that's the problem. You trying to assassinate my character. And
I ain't trying to assassinate your character. I'm trying to address character. I'm trying to address character. I'm trying to address character. Character is like you gotta let other people speak,
you
bro.
You didn't listen to what I said.
Bro, you got other character is letting other people speak,
no,
brother.
Good
character is letting other people speak, bro. Good character is letting other people speak, brother. Good character is letting other people speak, brother. We just gave you an hour of monologue. We gave you an hour of monologue, brother. Brother, we gave you an hour of monologue, family. We gave you an hour of monologue. Bro, we gave you an hour of monologue, family. Bro.
Wait. Okay, wait. Please. What you got? Whose turn is? I stepped away. I'm sorry. What happened?
The thing is Mutawar. We're trying to give him the opportunity to speak, but he want to speak about my character rather than speaking. I'm asking him to respond to the information. So my thing is speak on the information and bring proof of what you're saying. We don't want to hear your opinion.
I was literally speaking on the information. Everything you said was your opinion. If you don't like it, I simply don't give a fuck, sir. I'm saying if we gave you the latitude to speak and didn't interrupt you, have enough respect.
He said they gave me the ability to speak and didn't interrupt me. Y'all hear this? Y'all just seen what happened now, right? Now watch this. This is what me and JJ fell out at right here.
To let the next man have the same thing. My brother, that's all the fuck I'm saying, man.
See the ad hominems?
Don't sit up here and act like this is a goddamn lecture. If I wanted a lecture, I'd pay tuition and take my ass down there to USC. Yes, I do, bro. Yes, I do.
And all that there, bro. That tough guy stuff don't mean
it ain't no tough guy shit. It's frustrated guy shit.
In person, you already know how to go down.
In person, what's gonna happen in person? What's gonna happen in person, bro? What's gonna happen in person, bro?
Stop it with the
What's gonna happen in person, bro? I ain't talking no gangster shit. I'm talking grown man shit, man. This ain't gangster shit.
Why you got the curse though?
Bro, this is grown man shit, bro. You acting like a child, my guy. My guy, you're acting like a child, my guy. You acting like a child, my guy.
See, this is what they do when they can't speak on the information, family. This is what they result to. I've been getting it for years. Y'all done seen it. It always never fail. Commission bring it up out of.
Present your
brother, you acting like a child, my guy.
Well, present your information, Mutawar. I'm silent.
Thank you, brother.
For what you saying. We want to see the information now, not you running your guns. Show us the proof to rebut what I'm saying.
I simply asked a question. I said that according to what you said during your monologue, the only way that this stuff was to get translated, transliterated, or whatever was mouth to ear by people initiated in the priesthood. And I said, if that be the case, how can you turn around and do the same thing 3,000 years later and you ain't initiated in their craft? You ain't one of their initiates, and then you got offended, and then you start telling me how you're an adept and this, that, and other, and you wanted to re-hijack the conversation again and start running off at the mouth. I'm saying if the qualifications to being able to decipher this stuff is being a part of the priesthood, I get that. I'm not disputing that, but according to you, your specific word, these individuals have to be a part of the priesthood or they would not understand what the hell this shit is saying. But here you come 3,000 years later saying, fuck the priesthood. I know what it says. How are you able to do that without us questioning you, sir? Go.
Okay. Because again, I'm going to say it again. Prophet Noble Drew Ali was initiated in the priesthood. He went to Kemet. And what he learned from Kemet, he brought back to us. And only those who go through these chambers that we demonstrate will know that, sir. That's why I know it. And that's the way we teach. If you go into our Moorish Holy Quran and tell you that Yehoshua, who was an adept, a neophyte, went into the chambers and was told to sit there by the Egyptian hierophant and read what's on the wall. So the methodology that we use is the same methodology that was used by the other people, as I showed you per the source that I presented. I showed you in the original sources prior to the 19th century, they didn't deal with them as alphabets. They were metaphorical. And I just gave you a metaphorical interpretation through the priesthood that I come from. That's what I'm saying. Now, what priesthood do you come from to say otherwise?
Whether I come from a priesthood or not is not the question.
Oh my God.
That's not the question at all. That's a goalpost move. You asked me a question and I'm answering it.
I know I can't get nowhere with you, bro.
You asked me a direct question.
Argument.
Yeah, it ain't no argument. I'm giving you direct question.
I'm a body bag punch you, and I want you to root like a cheerleader on the sideline.
It ain't no cheerleading, bro. I want to see some
one thing
dialogue.
About me, I produce proof on everything I say.
I understand, bro.
You just
I get
talking,
it.
bro.
I get it, bro. You got 200 slides. I get it.
I ain't against you or nothing, right?
I ain't against you either.
Talk and think that
I ain't against you either, brother.
Scholarship, bro.
I ain't against you either. You got 200. You got 200 slides. You got 200 slides. I ain't against you. You got 200 slides. You got 200 slides of your information, your sources.
No, that's not my information. That's different scholars.
Right. I get it, bro. I get it.
Chicago, by the way.
I get it, bro.
People that's out here in authority of Egyptology, by the way.
I get it, bro.
They tell you that hieratic was first, bro.
I get it, bro. This
ain't just Kemetian saying it. This is them saying it. And I just showed you the original papyri compared to what was printed on something. And you still bucket.
I'm not bucking. I'm asking questions. See, this is the problem with a lot of niggas in our community, and I don't mean to call you a nigga, but this is the problem with a lot of niggas in our community. As soon as someone asks questions that's not in total agreement with the shit that they say,
he ain't mean to call me a nigga, y'all.
And out their mouth, all of a sudden they get butthurt and get combative.
I ain't mad. I'm not mad. I'm saying show me a source, bro. You the one cussing. Kemetian ain't.
I'm not here to do. I'm not, brother.
So when
brother,
I
I'm not here.
Now I'm mad. I ain't mad.
Good brother. I'm not here to do a presentation. I'm just asking questions. I don't have to provide sources. I'm asking questions to move the dialogue along.
Real quick. Did open announcers get to speak?
So now JJ finna let this other cat in here that he actually let me go live on his channel in the Lions Den to address these cats. But he bring this other cat up in here that's been attacking me on every channel too, another guy. Him and this guy the truest. So you letting all these dudes up on the panel, you know, and then you throw a rock, JJ, and then try to hide your hand and act like you don't know what's going on, bro. I see you though. You feel me? You ain't gotta never worry about me coming on. You can make all the disrespectful videos all you want to, bro. You feel me? You stay over there and I'm gonna stay over here.
Nah, I just came on. I'm listening to them. I'm waiting. I'm like Truist.
Go ahead, family. I yield the floor. Let that brother speak.
Is another detractor, bro. He just coming up here to go back and forth because he with that cat Renegade J.
Oh man,
you know what I already know what
it ain't so.
Yeah, he a detractor. I can show you the videos on it, bro. He mad because I got on that dude Renegade J.
So get the dark side.
So she already seen
hey,
it, so we already know what's going on.
JJ,
what's up?
I met you personally, bro. I came on your channel personally. I showed you my whole fucking family.
Yeah,
I've been supporting your channel way before I know of some goddamn Kemetian, bro. Before I know of some, before I knew who Renegade J was.
Brother ain't said 10 words and you cutting them off.
Because I already know who he is. And he
my cousin is Zion Warchild, dog.
Making videos about me.
Listen, man, listen, I don't got nothing to do with you and your so-called student, who you call your so-called student.
Yeah, bro, you was on the videos.
Listen, bro, hold up, man. God damn, man. See, JJ, this is what I'm talking about, JJ. He came on your show.
It's the same guy that cussed me out on a couple of other channels throughout the week. He for 2 weeks now. He been following me everywhere he can go and trying to jump on the panel to run his mouth. You see what I'm saying? And JJ knew this before he let him up here.
Oh, he came on your show one night talking shit about me, Renegade J, and Top Cat, and then had Karima them agreeing with it, but they only knew half of the story. And he made us look bad. But the shit is, I'm wondering what the fuck did I do?
Now he talking about what he did, knowing good and well he been on my heels in every place I done been. Brother Bati Baby probably remember this dude open the knowledge.
I ain't
what
never
you
even
doing right
gave
now?
I didn't never even I never made no goddamn no presentation or no nothing on information. So why was my name brought into it? Your so-called student asked you a question. You got fucking mad. You didn't want to answer your student question. You asked him for a debate. He asked you, okay, when? Now you goes on other people's channel, bro. I didn't even want to take it here, but we got proof. You went on Unscrambled Minds. You went on all them shit.
I was on all them channels demonstrating peace. And every time I went up there, they showed up in the chat and tried to jump on the thing to make a nuisance. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this, and it looked like this is organized, being that it's coming from so many angles and all of them linked up together. I believe this been plotted for the longest, because the truest already over there with JJ now. So I believe that he son him personally. That's what I feel. You know, I believe that is all this stuff right here is part of one, you know, big situation, you know, because I had cut ties with the Lion Den before. And he never really honored that after that point. Because he said some slick things in the last time when I was judging and think I didn't pick up on it. I just remained humble. But I know he was throwing little silent shots. You know, because when I come, I'm coming directly at you. I ain't coming indirectly. I'm going to let you know exactly what I mean, what I'm saying. I mean what I say, and I'm standing on what I say. You know what time it is with me, JJ.
Get talking about us, bro. You goddamn right he gonna make videos about you. You told me that the book that he was teaching me out of, the Quran, like it's one Quran, you said that you gave him that book. So the man asked you, well, if you gave it to him, he showed you a date where he got that book. He was not in your class then. So that right there kills you. He asked you, well, read it. Read in Arabic then. You couldn't do that. I told you this man was teaching me Arabic. Just because he's teaching me Arabic don't mean I have to be in the religion, my brother.
Okay. Now, anybody that done been up here that know me, because I've been on the line then longer than you met JJ. They done seen me teach Arabic and go into it many a times.
You say you
teach
don't know what you're
Arabic. Talking about. You just assume.
You say you teach Moorish Arabic. What the fuck is
No, I didn't say
Arabic?
nothing about no Moorish Arabic. See, there you go.
Now
You're
you
lying.
want to show,
now you're
you
lying.
want to show saying that.
Now you're lying.
Want to show saying that.
Now you're lying. Now you're lying. You say you dealing with Arabic, right? You know Arabic, right? You know Arabic, right?
No, I don't know no Arabic. My dog is teaching
I was
me
getting
that.
ready to put something up here for you.
Yeah, he's teaching me that. But you said
Arabic.
that he's teaching me something else, but the man is teaching me
now,
Arabic.
This is what
Just because he's younger than me don't mean I can't learn.
This is
but
what
one thing about
here.
y'all older teachers, and I'm an older person too, bro. I'm in my 40s. One thing about y'all older teachers, though, y'all don't want the student to come and question y'all. The student can never come and question y'all, or the student can never be smarter than y'all. That's where the problem lies in that. Anybody that's a real teacher, they should want their student to be way smarter than them.
Right now.
Yeah, but Judah, if he stops speaking and I start speaking, then you should check him. Don't wait till I start speaking and act like I'm the one that's up here cutting him off. If he stops speaking and it's my time to speak, then let me speak. And then you won't have to hit me trying to get back in where he cut me off at. Because that's what they do. Mudawa did the same thing. Khonshu was doing the same thing, bro.
Brother, we let you speak for.
In other words, JJ didn't say nothing. You see, he let them say what they say. He don't never say nothing until I'm trying to check him. That's why I checked him right then on the spot. Because he got a habit of that, why we fell out before. Don't wait till I go to speaking to these individuals, you know, after they done cut me off, and then try to act like you got to get some decorum. I don't need you to check me. I'm way more disciplined than you, JJ. You ain't never seen me cuss and come out my mouth like they finna see you come out your mouth in a few minutes. And all I did is text you. I didn't even say nothing to you. I text you and told you what I told you, and you went live, and so we exposed them, and that's why I don't want to deal with you no more. You can keep that.
Damn near 2 hours, man. This video been going for 4 hours. 2.5 of it been your voice. Stop playing.
In a whole while, in them hours, you were cutting into my bill.
Ain't no brother. I got off the phone, took a shower, made me some food, and sent my girl off to a party.
Who asked
The
you to cut
fuck?
into what I was saying? Who asked you to cut into what I was saying just now?
Brother, why
So JJ think that's funny, right?
you was bumping your gums? I took a shower, cooked some food, and sent my girl off to a
Who asked
party.
you, bro?
Man, come on, bro. You long-winded,
Hey,
guy.
listen,
Everybody
hold
know
on.
you
Whoa,
long-winded.
everybody.
I'm gonna keep saying what I said.
Y'all don't pay attention to the chat, but we got people that come over and visit, and I invited some people over.
Now I was invited as a guest. So how you invite somebody as a guest and let somebody else come in here and disrespect what they saying? That means they don't honor what you saying. That means they don't honor you as a guest. And I won't be back over there again.
Let's just talk about something else. All right. Now we're supposed to have a debate here today, but the brother, I guess he got scared and ran off. So Yara has moved on to the second round.
Well, I jumped off at that point right there. You see what I'm saying? I jumped off because I'm tired of the foo-foo.
Other debates
so I text JJ.
And Kansu will be debating their debate next Sunday. It's the first round debate. They will face the winner of the Asar M. Ka Ha Amayan debate, which is Thursday. See what I'm saying? So we need like 3 more debates set up the 16-man bracket. We had started off with 32.
Okay. Yeah. So I see this dude, he up here in my chat now, running his beak. That's what he do. See what I'm saying? And what we finna do, we finna get him up out of here. We gonna block this cat. You see what I'm saying? Every channel, that's what I'm saying. That same guy that just was on that channel, he comes up in my thread now. You see what I'm saying? These dudes is, man, stalkers, family. They stalking my chat to try to get some attention. We ain't got time to be playing them little crackhead games with these people, man. And that's why I say I'm done with it. I'm going to let the ancestors sort them out. We know the enemy is amongst us, and we ain't got nothing but some Scimitar talk for them. Every time they raise their head up, we going to express exactly what we talking about. You see? So hold up real quick. I'm trying to pull it. Okay, here it is. So I text JJ, right? While all this stuff right here was going on. I say, brother, yeah, I said, I'm good, bro. I won't be debating. I'm going to keep it moving. Remove me from your schedule. So he said, brother, I don't know what happened, but okay. You can't let them get you off your square. I stood firm on mine, 10 toes down. So he said, I don't be sitting by the computer the entire time, so I don't know what happened, but people said you did get talk time. We just seen JJ sitting right there on the camera when this stuff was going on. He was right there the whole while. So he lying. He a liar. You feel me? I'm going to call him you a liar, JJ, saying you wasn't there. So I say I'm never off my square. I say, and if you invite me as a guest, don't check the panel until you address, invite me as a guest and don't check the panel until I address the disrespect. I say, you're the problem, family. That's why we clashed before. That's what I told JJ. Now I'm texting him this, and you're going to see he going to go live on the camera and watch what he say. I say, all is well, brother. Please don't send me any more invites to your panel, fam. I say, now I say, okay, yeah, after that right there, after I sent him that text right there, letting him know that's it. Watch
For those
this.
who don't know, but Black Jesus Minister and JJ7000 is parted ways as far as business partners. And I think that's the best thing to do to keep the confusion down. We've been
okay. Hold up, let me make sure that this demonstration shared.
Doing this over here for a couple of years now. Black Jesus Debate League is new, so he needs to learn how to work as a team. That's the only way it can work. It's just all this dictatorship. It's not going to work, Black Jesus. You got to think about what the debaters. See, I'm here for the debaters, bro. I want that. I'm here for their best interest, not just.
All right. So, what do you think is a good topic? Name out some topics, and I'll tell you.
Whoa! Who is that?
The Zed.
Bro, was I not speaking?
Oh, my bad. I had stepped away from my computer.
But still, bro, come on, man. That's the problem, everybody. Everybody just jump in and don't respect the person that's speaking.
My bad. Go ahead.
Why don't you check them then if they jumping in and won't respect the people that's speaking, JJ? Because you playing favorites. You got some little bias in you too. I've been picked that up. You act like you cool, but I already know, bro, it wasn't real. That's why I cut ties with you the first time.
They call him the Slim Reaper. He's coming over here soon. He's going to be, hey, the coldest Christian I ever met. I think this guy could be one of the top debaters out here. And he won't smoke with anybody on his panel, anybody that's involved in the Lion Den Universal Debate League. This guy, I seen him beat up Garfield. I seen Chris run from him because he slapped him around. I'm just telling the truth. I seen it. He tried to come at me before. This guy ain't scared of nobody. I think it's just that he needs a voice. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people see him coming up, and they don't want him to get that shine. Even though he's hating on me, talking about I don't have no scholarship and I'm just funny, I let that slide because I got my promoter hat on. But back in my debate days, I don't care how many PhDs or whatever certificates you got. It's all about the topic. How you pick the title of the debate. Anybody can get beat on any given Sunday. You know what I mean? But yeah, so Thursday we got a debate coming up with Asar M. Khan versus Amayan. Did the how you pronounce that? Meripatah Stele. Did the Meripatah Stele say Israel or Syria? That's coming up Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Right? Next Sunday, we got the Kemetian Adept going against Kansu, the real Nuwabian. Was the Metanetter deciphered? And then like I say, we got a lot of people that's moved on to the second round. So I didn't got my list in front of me. We got a lot of debaters who needs to be set up, like Sister April, our brother Yasha. Who else I had on there? My list ain't with me, but I think I read it to y'all earlier. But we keep it moving over here in the den, bro. So, like I say, like Jesus, you ain't stopping nothing, bro. I wish you the best. Shalom. Go ahead.
I'll take a DNA debate with anybody.
What? You for or against DNA?
I do believe in DNA, but I don't believe that DNA can be used to prove your ancestry.
So you believe in paternity DNA?
Yeah, I believe that you are your mother. You're 50% your mother, 50% your father, which is reflected in DNA. Then you're a quarter your grandparents. After that, the DNA is useless. If you commit a crime and you leave some of your DNA behind, they can take that specimen and match it to yourself, and they can solve the crime. These are the basic usage of DNA. Anything beyond that, not only is the science not capable of doing it, it's pseudoscientific when they do so.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. I think some.
Yeah,
I know
it is
people
interesting.
personally.
Okay, wait. So, question. So, when you say that you are your mother and your immediate mother and your immediate father, you inherit genes from them. Don't they inherit genes from their direct lineage as well, right?
Yeah, and in relation to you, you inherit 25% of your 4 grandparents.
Right.
So when
right,
does it? When does it?
Wait,
When does it
hold
stop?
on, because so he doesn't realize he's conceding that you can trace your lineage. If what you're saying is true, then we have a certain percentage of our ancestry in our veins that can be traced. If you're conceding to what it is you're saying.
Yeah, I'm conceding. Well, I guess you could say I'm conceding in that aspect, but where I challenge it is to the degree of accuracy. And once it gets to the point where it's no longer accurate, then it goes back to my argument or my initial point. You can't use DNA to trace your ancestry.
Okay, so at what point would you say it is not accurate?
That's where I was going with it too.
Well, I'm gonna go with the science. It's not accurate once you start going into the 6th generation, the 7th generation, the 10th generation, and the 10th generation is putting it around 250 years ago, right?
Correct.
And that's usually the portion where, like around 250 years ago, that's where a lot of Black people say they came from Africa. And I'm not saying they didn't. So at that portion, when you're at the 10th generation, you have 1,024 ancestors. That means there's your grandparents, your great. The 10th generation is 1,024 people that made you who you are today. So to take from that and say, all right, I'm from this area, I'm from that area, the science doesn't say that. I don't think people realize how many ancestors they have. Now, when you go back even further than that, which is 20 generations, the number goes up into the millions. That means there's 1 million people that made up you. And that's
now you notice they ain't trying to cut this brother off at all. You notice, right?
Around 500 years ago. Now, you begin to see why I say you can't use DNA to trace your ancestry, because what about 1,000 years ago? What about 100,000 years ago? The number goes up so fast. You see what I'm saying? So 1,000 years ago, it's almost statistically impossible to figure out.
So I would love to dive into this, but I'm afraid I may have a debate on this at some point. So I don't want to.
Okay. Well, let me take a chop at this. Well, when you're talking about going back in history, they're not looking at your genome in totality. In other words, the most common form of a DNA test today is called an autosomal DNA test. When they say you're 50% Nigerian.
Hold up. I don't want to dread.
Came from your father, came from his father, consistent with the people from, I don't know. You can get a great degree of accuracy.
The whole time when
you get affected. So everything you just said, that's great, but again, it's affected by percentage. Also, what makes it even more, what I say impossible, is when
Can I say something real quick?
He done got my
before you do, I gotta say this point.
He done got my text, y'all. Watch this.
Before it loses me.
Bro, who's this, brother? No, this is
Zab, yeah. So another thing that makes
I gotta deal with something. Cause I'm getting.
I got you. I'm gonna say it real quick.
Bro, go ahead, bro. I gotta get it out. So please, because Kemetian is accusing me of letting people overtalk him and all that shit. Take him off the goddamn schedule now for the debate. I don't know what the hell going on. I don't sit by this computer the whole time.
Now, mind you, I ain't say nothing about overtalk. I said disrespect. But see, he know what was going on. He was sitting there the whole while watching.
On here, so I don't know what I missed. But according to the people in the audience, it seemed like you were talking more than anybody.
Yeah. Let me.
I was talking more than anybody, but we were going back and forth on the information. Y'all seen this, family. You a liar, JJ, and the truth ain't in you, bro. And that's why you keep running into the same thing you running into over and over again. But don't you ever come out your mouth and disrespect me like you disrespected me on this demonstration right here, family.
Let me say something.
No, I gotta say what I gotta say. No. Let me say this thing because I'm allowing.
Screamer, can you mute them, please? So I'm gonna take a poll in the audience. Did Kemetian get disrespected and not enough talk time? Push a 1 if that's true, and push a 2 if he got plenty of talk time. I'm getting blamed for something I ain't even fucking do. Now y'all go ahead.
All right. So
again, he lied about talk time. I ain't care nothing about no talk time. I said what it was, and he responded. You see, I told him to remove him from the schedule. You see, I told him, if you invite me as a guest and don't check the panel until I address the disrespect, you the part of the problem, family. That's what I told him.
So now, let me get back to what the guy was saying. Not only is it close to impossible when you're going back that far.
Shit and then quit and cry, man. I ain't no fucking babysitter. I'm sick of y'all taking the shit out on me.
Who you think you
If you just want to make an excuse to fall out with me, to run over the Sarnetas, and that's what you do.
And that's what it boiled down to. That's what the whole beef boiled down to. Always bringing Sarnetta name up because he see I be on the platform. The brother let me give drawings, and that's what it really boiled down to. He don't like that. He always had a problem with that. That's why we had the first falling out, because he want to beef with that man. And I told Sarnetta and JJ, I ain't got nothing to do with what they going on. Sarnetta get it, but JJ don't get it. He want to get me on there and go to spitting at that man based on what he got going on. And then he think I supposed to get in there and get in between that. No, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's why we fell out the first time. Because I ain't there to beef with nobody. I'm there to teach my people. JJ like contention. You see, even today I tried to give United information with that situation he dealing with Black Jesus. Truth be told, that's why y'all can't get along. Same situation. Black Jesus got his ways too, but you part of the problem, JJ. Every time I came to your platform, I ain't never did nothing but demonstrate unity. You gonna disrespect me like that, bro? All is well, though. I'm a God man. I just won't deal with you no more because we cut from two different cloths. I can accept that.
Y'all don't need no permission to fall out and go over there, bro. But I ain't did shit. I'm sick of carrying the weight of niggas who can't control their goddamn emotion.
Carried the weight of who? You ain't never did nothing for me. You see what I'm saying? You see how crazy these fools go to talking Morris Ken? All over some information. Because he can't stand up and be a man and tell them dudes because he's so cool with them that they wrong. You see how I checked him, right? So I ain't going to deal with that type of energy no more. That's a chapter in my life I'm closing, family. I'm blocking him. JJ don't never call me no more, and I mean what I'm saying. I ain't got no beef with you, bro, but we on two different paths. You here to tear down nations. I'm here to build nations. That being said, family, I want to give honors to everybody that's out there watching. You know, it ain't for teaching the people like our brother Noble Bryan said. You know what I mean? And we ain't going back into that environment, you know, most definitely. At least when I go inside that environment, he'll let me do a whole demonstration and won't let nobody cut nobody off. One thing about Sarnetta, he gonna let you know how he feel from out the gate. He ain't gonna act like he cool with you and be doing that old snake type of stuff you doing, bringing people in here you know in opposition so you can try to stir up some ethers of somebody debating, bro. That's exactly what it is. You know, so I want to give honors to my family, you know, who heard me out. You know, the line then is the past thing. As far as I'm concerned, it is what it is. We don't wish no hatred on them, but I don't deal with them no more. You know what I mean? Honest to Sister Karima, nothing against you, Queen. You know, I'm speaking my piece. I'm a man before I'm anything. It's all love, Goddess. You ain't did nothing wrong to me. Brother Yara, you did a good job. Apostle, all y'all, ain't no conflict. I know y'all got to be with your brother, but Kemetian ain't got nothing against y'all. But anybody that come against me out here when it come to dealing with trying to teach these people and uplift these people, wherever you show out at, that's where you're getting it at. You know, but other than that, man, we trying to teach our people and give them insight, man. All this other stuff ain't doing them but further than confusing them and making them run from the truth. You know what I mean? I went out on a limb trying to hope and build that I think I can reach out to our family. And this is what they do. It just goes to show you where our people at along the way, family. You know, so it is what it is. I ain't crying over no spilled milk. We're going to keep it moving, but because when it comes down to the God, man, we don't have emotions. We don't move off of that. We demonstrate love, but we don't get caught up in the lower self, family. Not one time did I cuss somebody out or call somebody out their name, bro. And you know that. And you always, and I be telling you that, bro. And you're a liar. And I'm saying I want you to take it just like you're a liar. If you said I did anything but come on there and present, you invited me to that channel, brother. And let somebody disrespect, you know, you ain't got no etiquette. You too caught up in your lower self. And y'all playing with me. You know, when it come down to it, I know I rock with the Most High. Keep playing. And watch how much wrath he bring to you. Because you got somebody trying to demonstrate love and y'all want to keep coming with that hatred, man. You know, but it's all good. So I just wanted to bring that to the public, you know, and bring it out there since the disrespect was the way it was. You know, we ain't finna keep going back and forth. I address it. Y'all know once I address it, you know, it's a closed chapter. You know, we ain't finna be going back and forth and none of that. So I just want to say gratitude to my family. You know, everybody that showed up, you know, and supported This Is Special Screen. You know, again, we don't promote division, we promote unity. But we got to let you know who them agents of chaos is. The people that's constantly trying to divide our people. And like I said, if the shoe fit, wear it. If it don't fit you, don't try to squeeze your foot into it and you'll be all right. But if you one of the people that just take sides, you know, for the sake of taking side, because that's what you do, then so be it. You know, keep it moving, because I'm going to do the same thing. I ain't losing no sleep. I ain't never been codependent. Kemetian always stood alone. And Kemetian always been opposed and had haters in opposition. I'm built for this. I don't need no clique behind me. I can stand solo and be 100 still, even though I know I'm protected by a band of swift angels. You can believe that. So I stand alone, but I'm not alone. I demonstrate with the collective, and I don't try to use my people as no game to go click up on somebody. I don't have to demonstrate that. But you know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. We're going to lead like we came, though, in peace. So it's all good and well, family. It's all good and well. We're going to keep bringing this teaching and this peace and keep uplifting fallen humanity. And we're going to let the dead bury the dead. In fact, we definitely ain't going to never let the dead outthink us. That'll never happen. Believe that. So love, law, and everything else, family, we're going to close out. And all is well. Let me share this demonstration here. Go out with some good Moorish vibes. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Peace and love, family, and law at all costs. None but Scimitar talk. That's all we got for it.
Cast from heaven into hell, we a product of prison. All our hatred for the system, we unloaded from pistols. Deep within that dark chamber was the seed of my anger. Hopeless black souls in danger, even God was a stranger. Before we came in this world, devils plotted to hang us. Faith in the gospel of net, turn a blazing our burners. Moses seen a burning bush, I believe it was George. She did Uncle Tom and Fugazi, nigga slave employed. And all that talking about trapping don't certify you gangster. Cause I know know plenty pushovers who claim they gunslingers. Commercializing the streets call me the Punisher. Cause I'm back to punish you perpetrators, ain't one of us. In new flesh, I'm the thoughts of God and Matthew and Hewitt. I'm a southern street for God, a governor until they do it. And I'm integrated with struggle until my dying days. You can take a thug from the street, but not his gutter ways. I'm street incarnated.
Peace and love, family. We love you. Uncle JJ7000, life, health, and prosperity be upon you all.